I don't have a phone. Okay, that's okay. All right, what's going on, everyone? Just getting started. 2 people. Okay. Got to start somewhere, I suppose. I will read a book. Because that's what we do sometimes, you know? I love that dual stream. 7 days clean, you helped me. Let's go, Daily VOD. Way to go. The first of many. Pineapple on pizza? Yes, if it's Hawaiian. Hawaiian pizza, I approve. Coach, Santa came last night, but he saw my menorah. Oh, well, last night of Hanukkah was last night, right? Mark, Comex, XX, MX, what's going on? Did he tell you about the love of Christ? Help cakes? Very obviously cheating, and anybody who disagrees should not be in a relationship. Okay. Like and share, people. Tap the screen. Let's get this up to 10,000 likes. 10,000 likes as quickly as possible. 10,000. Kayla, what's going on? You'll help out, won't you? W's in the chat. Just put some eye drops in. What's my opinion on the question? My opinion is that if you're in a committed, monogamous relationship with another person, and you've said something like, I love you, only you, mind, body, and soul, till death do us part, I believe if you go against that agreement, whether it's using a person on a screen or otherwise, you've gone against the agreement and therefore you have cheated. But I'm open to have my mind changed to anybody who would like to come on and share. So if you want to come on and chat, debate, share your experience, your story. Maybe you've been betrayed by someone. Maybe you're addicted to pornography and you can't stop. Maybe you're a man and you're like, gosh, I don't want to do this anymore. I know it's hurting my partner, but you can't figure out how. Come on and chat. Love to hear your story. Whoever says it is not is restarted. Restarted. Okay. Una chaqueta no pasa nada way. Hey there, what's going on?
What's going on?
Not much. Is porn cheating?
Yes.
Okay. Why is that?
Because you're lusting for another person except your wife.
Because you're lusting for another person who's not your wife or girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Do you watch pornography?
No. I'm
No?
Christian.
Okay. You're a Christian? All right. Are you in a relationship?
Yes.
Okay. Does your partner watch pornography?
No.
Okay. Have you ever watched pornography?
Like movies, like there's intercourse scenes. That's like the farthest like pornography.
Okay. Got it. Okay. And so when did you realize that was a problem and you decided to stop?
I just found it kind of weird. I never like watched it really. I just kind of like skipped the sex scenes.
Your washing machine's done.
Oh, that's my microwave.
Oh, your microwave. Sorry.
Food.
Oh, nice. What are you making them?
They're just eating leftovers. We have like soup, pasta, and other crap.
Nice. All right. So you, when did you realize it was a problem?
Or like, I'll say about 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay. How old are you?
23.
23. And you realized it was a problem. You're like, no more. How did your wife feel about that?
She didn't really care since it was just in a movie. And
So you didn't watch like traditional hardcore pornography? It was just something in a movie?
Yeah, I never really watched pornography.
Got it. That's pretty rare, man. How old are you again?
23.
20. Okay. Wow, that's rare. That's rare. Good for you. All right. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye. That water looks crisp. Guys, this is one of my signatures right here. 32-ounce restaurant cup full of ice and water. The best. The best. All right, let's get another guest on here. W's in the chat for all of our guests.
Yo.
Marco, what's going on?
Yo, man, what's up?
Not much. Is porn cheating?
I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I think if you're in a committed monogamous relationship with another person and you've said something like, I love you, only you, mind, body, and soul till death do us part, if you deviate from that agreement, whether it's using a person on a screen or in real life, I think you've gone against that agreement and therefore you've cheated. What do you think?
I mean, I don't really know what side to take, you know? It's really like 50-50 for me, but I think it's closer to cheating than like not cheating, you know?
Okay.
Just like, what if you never said that statement? Now, I'm not defending watching porn on a relationship. It's just like weird, you know?
Yeah, so I got it. If you never said that statement, I got it. What do you think would be like the default expectation for a couple? I'm assuming you live in the US?
Nah, man. Right now I'm in Mexico, bro.
Oh, got it. You're in Mexico. Okay, well, you're in North America.
Yeah.
So what do you think would be the default expectation for a couple when they enter a dating relationship? Do you think the default expectation would be that it's permitted to masturbate while watching strangers have sex? Or do you think it would be not permitted to masturbate while watching strangers have sex? What do you think would be the default?
I mean, I think the best default will be not to, you know?
Not to.
Yeah, and not to, like, do that. Because it's like, I feel like that's something intimate that you should not, like, watch other people have.
Got it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like there's something special or maybe sacred about sex that should be reserved between just the two people?
I mean, yeah, that's what I think, you know, that it's something like, you know, that it's like, I think it's blessed in like a marriage and stuff, but it is not like cool to watch other people doing it and stuff. Feel me?
Got it. Do you watch porn?
Oh, no.
Okay. Why is that?
I don't know. I just really don't see like the point on that, you know, because I just don't really want to either. It's just funner to watch the World Cup. What are your thoughts on the World Cup? Who's gonna win the World Cup this year? 2026.
I live in the United States. I don't know. I didn't even know the World Cup was next year.
Take a wild guess. Just say
take a wild guess. A country. Portugal.
All right, great, man. God bless you. See you.
Was that the right
2026,
answer?
man.
I don't even know.
No, but you know it's fine.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, man. Thanks for
support
sharing.
Portugal. You got it.
Take care.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
The World Cup's next year, apparently. W's in the chat. All right, guys. Why do people keep saying Charlie Kirk? I don't. It's kind of weird, guys. It's kind of weird, not going to lie. I am not him. And my name's Austin. Thanks for asking. All right, so here's the question. We got 20 guests waiting. Maybe we'll do a panel where we get a bunch of people on here. My name is Austin. If you guys don't follow me already, give me a follow up there. I help create awareness about pornography and sexual addiction. I'm a coach. I help people, men who are struggling with porn or sex addiction, to stop that, to treat their partners better, to explore their sexual story, what got them to that place in the first place. I also help women who have been betrayed by a spouse or partner who's been using pornography or having affairs, and help them heal so that they can have a restored relationship. If you'd like information on that, you can go to the link in my bio. If not, that's fine. Stick around for the lives. And tap the screen. Let's get that up to 10,000 likes. Let's go. My husband has to go to therapy now to address his addiction. Well, good for him, Miss Aries baby. At least he's doing something. Hey there, Viola. How you doing?
Viola. Yeah.
Viola?
hmm
Viola. Are you 18 or over?
Yes, I am. I know I don't sound like it. I'm 22. I
Okay.
promise.
Is porn cheating?
Absolutely. And I think something that we don't highlight enough is that there's a large population of women in this planet that read smut and then will go after their husbands or their boyfriends and yell at them for watching pornography when they're sitting on the couch all day reading books about man and fantasizing about other men that aren't their husband and their boyfriends or their significant others.
Totally. That does happen. That is a thing. Do you do that?
No, I used to. I realized that it was not something that I realized the hypocrisy behind it when I was like, I'm uncomfortable when my guy fantasizes about another woman or sees another woman on social media, watches porn and things of that nature. If I'm uncomfortable with that, how would he feel if he read these books that I'm reading? And I changed from reading those books to reading sociology books or sitting with the Bible when it's necessary. When I'm called to go on those kinds of paths, I go that direction instead. Just recenter myself. If I'm looking for that kind of dopamine rush or a fix, there's probably something off with the relationship that I need to sit down and talk to them about.
Got it. Are you in a relationship now?
Not actively, no. I'm taking the time to walk with Christ a little bit more before I even look at going into another relationship.
Got it. And what does that mean for you to take time to walk with Christ?
That means doing my devotionals daily, heading towards prayer, try not to go into temptations. Right now, it's physically cleansing my body. I recently quit nicotine cold turkey and weaning off of drinking alcohol. I didn't drink a whole lot before, but stopping it entirely now. Going to the gym, making a whole lot of life changes that I didn't expect to have to make, but they're definitely valuable for the future.
Totally. What led you to making those decisions?
I call it a rude awakening from God, just because I'm stubborn and going down swinging, but there was a call to action that I just couldn't ignore, and when that call to action came, I had to take it. I would be stupid if I didn't head towards the path that he wants me to be on and make these changes.
Got it. Good for you. Love that for you. Thanks for sharing.
Yep.
All right, take care.
You too.
Bye-bye. W's in the chat for Viola. Viola, is that what she said? Yeah. All right. My mouse is about to die. Hey there, what's going on?
Hi.
Are you 18 or over? Okay. By the way, guys, for those of you who are here a lot, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I'm going on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days of not having my phone. I gave up my phone 10 days ago. And it's been the best thing ever. So you should try it. No phone. Don't even know where it is. Gave it to my wife. Told her to hide it. It's gone. And if you're like, oh, I couldn't do that. You can. You can.
Hello?
Hey there, what's going on?
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing good, thanks. Are you 18 or over?
Yes, sir.
All right, is porn cheating?
Absolutely.
Okay, why is that?
Well, I went through this little phase this year. I mean, it kind of ruined like my relationship. I guess that's one of the reasons why it didn't work out with this person. I think because I was like looking for like some other satisfaction for these women, just watching that stuff, it just like numbs me, I guess, and it's not the same.
How old were you when you started watching it?
Oh, I was like in middle school.
Okay.
I remember I was doing it for like 5 times a day in middle school because somebody showed it to me and I was like, shit. I mean, I was just like cracked up with like, with whatchamacallit, with the hormones, you know, as a middle schooler, you don't really control that stuff. So yeah, I've had my fair share with it, and I've taken the steps to like not even look at it. I've been off of it for about 6 months now, and I'm proud of it.
Good for you, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, so what's been different in your life since you gave up
Oh.
pornography?
I don't know. I'm much more content with myself. I'm not really like, I don't know. I've learned to like value women more, I guess, not just look at them as like, you know, as a piece of meat, I guess.
Okay, you've
Does that
learned
make sense?
since you stopped. Yeah, it absolutely makes sense. Since you stopped watching pornography 6 months ago, you have learned to value women more and not just look at them like a piece of meat.
Basically.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Well, and that's one of the many problems with pornography is it trains your brain to treat people like objects for only their sexual value.
I mean, it's true. I've lived it, I guess.
Yeah, that's the bad news. The good news is when you stop, your neural pathways in your brain kind of go back to normal and you can begin seeing people, women, as fully dignified human beings again.
Oh, 100%.
And what is
I'd like
that
to
like?
say I have a lot more energy and more upgoing, I guess. I don't know. I can be more myself. Like, I don't know. It's just my confidence is like a lot more, in my opinion. I don't know. I feel like if I like watch porn and like ejaculate, right? I feel like I'm like, I don't know. It's like a life source to me. I feel like I'm just like wasting it. And I feel like that's something that I need to like, you know, hold dear to. I feel like I shouldn't be doing that, you know?
Totally. User 347 said, how long does it take to heal those pathways? The brain science suggests it's a 2 to 5 year process to rewire the brain back to normal once you begin the healing journey from a porn or sex addiction. Now, that's just an average, right? Like this gentleman is talking about,
Right.
he's had an exponential change in the last 6
Right.
months or so. Oftentimes within the first few months, we see that. But to kind of really get your brain back to normal, it's about 2 to 5 years is what the brain science suggests on that.
But I caught myself like being like addicted to it. I knew I was like addicted to it, but like just like micro addiction though. Not like, you know, I'd wake up, I'd like, you know, do that every time I wake up or feel like doing it, you know? Yeah, and good thing I stopped myself from being too addicted to it,
Yeah.
which is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good for you, man. How
you,
old did you
Pete.
say you are again?
I'm 21.
21. Okay. Awesome. Are you in a relationship?
No.
All right. So you're not in a relationship, 21 years old, been free from pornography for about 6 months, is seeing women differently, treating women better. What would you tell the other young men around your age who are watching pornography and have maybe no awareness of the negative impacts? What would you say to them?
I would tell them to just not watch that stuff. It's not worth it. I feel like OnlyFans is like the worst thing that's ever happened. I don't know. Like, worst, like porn is like the worst thing ever that's ever created. As a man, I feel like you need to have that that discipline to not do that stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
All right, man. Good job. Thanks for sharing.
I appreciate it.
All right, see you, man. Bye. Someone said something in the comment. W's in the chat for him. Lynette4 said, husband says all men watch it, and I'm a prude. Well, Lynette4, so far I think I've had 3 male guests on today, and all 3 of them have said they don't watch it. And one of them said he's never watched it. And these are young men in their mid to early 20s. So your husband, who said all men watch it, that's fake news. The fake news. So he's wrong, because not all men watch it. And if you're saying you don't have the self-respect to stop or to leave, have compassion on yourself, because there's a reason why you're still there. You're dealing with partner betrayal trauma. Partner betrayal trauma, which is the trauma a partner experiences when she or he discovers a betrayal of sexual nature in the relationship. Do I watch it? No, I do not watch porn. I do not watch porn. Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to watch porn? Why would I want to poison my brain and my relationships with pornography? I did that for 20 years. It didn't work very well. Just like that last guy said, life is like way better when you're not sneaking around objectifying people in private. Hey there, what's going on?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good, thanks. Are you 18 or over?
Yes, ma'am. Or yes, sir. Sorry.
I'm a man. It's all right. It's 2025. Never assume. Never assume. So I am a man, though. Yeah. Is porn cheating?
Yes.
It is. Okay. Why is that?
Yeah. Well, it's just lusting and like fantasizing over people, and I think like for women more, I feel like it puts a like false image of what they should do for a man, if that makes sense. Like I feel like they have to live up to certain standards. And like I used to watch porn and I used to feel like obligated to do certain things for a guy. Like if I wasn't as good as like porn stars, I feel like I wasn't good enough for my partner, you know?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, that
but yeah,
track had a weird echo noise. I had to change it. Okay, so when you watch porn, you would think you would have to essentially measure up to what you were seeing in the pornography.
Yeah, it wasn't like I wouldn't masturbate or anything. It was just more like I felt like I needed to do these certain acts for my partner or like a man for him to love me.
Mm-hmm.
And like
So-
I've been in sorry.
Yeah, so you equated love to the sex acts
Yeah.
in
Because
part.
like when my exes would watch it, like I would just feel disgusted because I didn't like them lusting. And I was like, I would tell them like you're getting turned on by other women and it's just something I didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
So like I started to watch it and I would feel like I needed to live up to it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I feel like it just ruins like your guys' intimate moments, and I feel like for the guy it's not as special because they're watching porn all the time. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and that's one of the many problems with pornography is that it creates an unrealistic expectation for sex.
Exactly.
What you're seeing in pornography, which is a kind of a perverted, I don't know if that's the right word, but a perverted or distorted view of love and intimacy. It's not what love is like. It's not what intimacy is like. It doesn't require anything of you to go have an experience in pornography.
exactly.
Whereas having an experience in real life, whether with your wife, actually requires you to know your desires, to be curious about your partner's desires, and then meet each other in that and come together in an intimate connection, as opposed to just saying, well, how can we do the next most erotic thing?
Yeah, for sure. And like I'm not gonna lie, for me when I was watching porn, it was for a couple years, I'm not gonna lie. And it was just off and on. And I never really knew like it affected me, I guess. But yeah, it's just that I wouldn't get the dopamine release after, like I would have to watch more hardcore stuff, if that makes sense, to get that dopamine. And then I knew it was a problem like once I started watching it like multiple times a day. But yeah, I just think it's unhealthy for a relationship. I think it's unhealthy even if you're single, like just it's unhealthy for you overall.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, that's one of the other problems with pornography is that in order to keep the high going, the dopamine hit going, you have to get into more risky content.
Yeah.
There's a saying, porn use always escalates. It always escalates. Sometimes it escalates into physical cheating, not always. Sometimes it does. But usually it at least escalates into watching more and more risque or taboo types of content
Yeah.
that it just keeps the stimulation going in your brain.
Yeah, because
And-
I feel like you can't get the satisfaction from like either your partner or just watching, I guess, quote unquote regular porn, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So are you in a relationship?
No, I got cheated on like a month ago.
You got cheated on a month ago. Sorry to hear
Yeah.
that.
No, it's okay.
Well, okay. I'm still sorry to hear that. That's never fun.
Yeah.
What now when you look at entering a relationship, what
Mhm.
what does the conversation look like between you and your prospective partner about pornography?
Well, I just don't accept it, like, because that's how my past relationship was. Like, he would watch OnlyFans and porn, and it was ongoing. And then that's when he ended up cheating. Like,
Mhm.
and I just didn't have enough self-respect, and like, I just want to set boundaries, and like, I just won't accept that. And
Mhm.
that goes on both parts. Like, I won't watch it, and I would hope he wouldn't.
Yeah, what do you mean you didn't have enough self-respect? Like I get what you're saying, but
Mhm.
there's probably some sort of fear there. If you would have stood up for yourself and
Yeah.
said something, put your foot down, what were you
Yeah.
afraid might have happened?
Well, we were just together for like 2 years, and I was just scared, I guess, of losing him. And it's like I wanted to think of like, I guess, all the memories, like, and just I wanted to think of the good rather than the bad. But I guess it was just what I mean by self-respect is that I would just like, yeah, I would talk to him about it, but I wouldn't do anything about it because, yeah, I just wish I was more like stern, I guess, like strict.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Well, so it sounds like you wish you would have had a clearer boundary that you could enforce.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I did for sure. Like, I've always told him I didn't like it. And he's told me, like, oh, I don't want you watching it either. But then he would just go behind, like, my back and do it anyways. So I just kind of gave up.
Yeah, that's tough.
But yeah,
All right. Well, thanks for sharing.
thank you.
All right, take care.
You too.
W's in the chat for our guests. Excuse me. Krista, what's going on? Give me a follow, guys, if you like my content. Follow button's up there somewhere if you're new here. My name's Austin Hamilton, also known as the Porn Coach, helping people draw into a new conversation about sexual brokenness and healing. I need to go get a charger for my mouse. I will be right back. All right. All right. Who here is excited, or I should say, looking forward to Christmas? Who here is looking forward to Christmas? Whether it's a family tradition you have, maybe you have kids and you're excited to create some magic on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. And what are you specifically excited for? Why don't you all hope that your loved ones are not watching this live? What gift did you get that special someone that you're excited for them to see? Maybe your husband or your wife, maybe one of your children. What gift are you most excited to see somebody else receive on Christmas? Hey there, what's going on, Help Cakes?
Hey, Coach. Merry Christmas.
Hey, happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas.
Oh, thank you. I got
Yeah.
8 packs of socks.
You got 8 packs of socks?
Yep.
Cool. You gonna keep
Yeah.
them clean or?
Well, after they're washed, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta wash them first. You don't just want to put clean new socks on without washing them.
Well, no, that's not what I was thinking. But want to
Did
talk
you-
to my wife?
Did she get the socks for you?
Well, supposedly Hanukkah man did.
Oh,
But,
got it.
well,
Yeah, I'd
she
love to
was
talk
at
to her. I'd love to talk to her. Is she there?
I know she was at Marshall's the other day.
Oh,
So, yeah.
yeah.
Hold on, I'll get her.
Okay.
Honey? Hello?
Oh, hey, Helpcake's wife. How's it going?
Oh, very good. How are your holidays going?
Oh, they're doing really well. Hanukkah just wrapped up last night for my Jewish friends, and looking forward to Christmas later this week.
That's nice.
I'll get you next, Levi. Okay. So you got, or the Hanukkah hair got your husband some socks, I hear.
Yes, you know, he goes through a lot of them.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he sure does. I've heard the stories.
But I also got him a nice thick pair of mittens.
Yeah, he needs mittens. That's like his prevention tool of choice.
It works.
Yeah, well, does it
Cut
though?
down to once a day.
Good for you. All right. Okay, Helpcakes,
Yes.
thanks for sharing. We'll see you around, okay?
Okay, ho, ho, ho.
Bye-bye. W's in the chat. For those of you who are new here, Helpcakes he's kind of become a character around here. Him and his wife. Oh, Levi Arthur, what's going on?
Howdy, Coach. How's it going?
Yeah, howdy. I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I am 32 years old, just to let you know. And
All right,
thank you
sounds
for
good.
letting me come on
Yeah.
up here.
Yeah, it's porn cheating.
So, I personally do think, and before I answer that, I am 100% open to any dialogue, and I'm open to different perspectives and opinions and so on. I personally do not think that porn is necessarily cheating. However, I do think that it is 100% crossing a boundary if that boundary was put down in the relationship. And on top of that, I do believe whether you're single or in a relationship, that porn is immensely unhealthy. And like you said earlier, it is a perverted thing, and it does distort our idea of what sex should actually be, because I believe that sex should be a beautiful thing between you and the person that you are sharing it with, and perhaps it could be a spiritual experience as well, depending on what you believe in. And I do believe that we live in a society that really has distorted and perverted sex and has made it so taboo, and that's why people struggle with sexual brokenness, addiction, and infidelity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, got it. Thanks for sharing. All right. Do you have personal experience with it?
Oh, absolutely. I've been addicted to pornography since I was a little boy. I am proud to say that I am porn free now. It's been quite a while, and we don't necessarily have to dig into this specific subject matter, but I'm always happy to talk about it. But I grew up as an evangelical Christian, really, really hardcore beliefs, very black and white. I'm a person that loves to be loyal and loves to be about my word. So I always grew up with the idea that God is mad at me if I watch porn or if I masturbate, etc., etc. And we don't have to believe the same thing today, but I did notice that once I did start to deconstruct the Western evangelical ideologies that religion has pushed on a lot of young people, the more I got away from that, the more I started to heal my heart in terms of like my sexual brokenness and how distorted my ideas were in my head. And on top of that, I really do give a lot of credit to just personal development. It's really not a complicated concept. I do believe that if you genuinely pour into yourself and you work hard to be a good person and do the things that make you feel alive and serve the people around you and just lead a good, healthy, fruitful life, I'm such an advocate that if you really do put those steps forward and strive for that kind of healthy righteousness, those perverted and distorted things, whether it's pornography, drugs, alcohol, or whatever, they're a lot easier to abandon. And that's been my experience. The more I have learned to love myself and love the people around me authentically. Like, I'm talking doing real work. I'm talking actually going in, unpacking the trauma, have the conversations that you need to have, et cetera, you know, grow mentally, spiritually, emotionally, take care of your physical body. I have noticed that pornography is not even like a thing anymore. And I used to be extremely addicted to it. I'm talking like several times a day since I was like 12, and I'm 32 right now.
Yeah, good for you, man. Love that. And I generally agree with everything you're saying. So I'm right with you there. One of my favorite authors, Jay Stringer. Have you read Unwanted by chance?
No, but I'm gonna write it down. You said Unwanted?
Yeah, Unwanted. Unwanted by Jay Stringer.
Oh,
It's a
cool.
great book. Yeah.
Awesome. I just took a screenshot. Thank you.
Yeah. Read this book. It does come from a Christian worldview, but I think you'd really like how he approaches this. He has this quote that I love. He says, "Learning about sex in church is like learning about sex in church is like going to culinary school and only learning about food poisoning." Right?
Okay. Yeah.
It's like the Western evangelical church, particularly in the last 10, 20 years, has really not done our culture a lot of favors when it comes to teaching about sex.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there is I think in my personal experience, just from being in the world and interacting with so many people, I have come to the belief that there is a healthy way to approach sex, and it could be like a very, very beautiful thing. Unfortunately, that it's just that porn and other avenues have really distorted our perception of like what sex is actually supposed to be. And it's supposed to be like a really good, beautiful, like we are created for sex. You know, that's like an objective fact. We are primal beings, especially men. Like, men are horny motherfuckers, and there's no denying it. I'm in a current relationship right now, thank God, and I'm super grateful for it. But one of the first things that we talked about was both monogamy and pornography, and yes, we both agreed that we would be monogamous. And the reason I bring that up, and the reason why that was a point of conversation during our relationship early on, is because we both are fully aware that us as primal beings, human beings that are constructed to reproduce, we know, like, we're not, like, let's be adults, like, we know there's sexual drive within us. Like, let's not beat around the bush. Let's not like pretend like it's not in us. It is, point, period, blank. Who am I to take away those desires or those kinds of things away from somebody? I am nobody. I can't control anybody. And that's what I tell my partner. I'm like, I cannot control what you do. If you have the desire and the urge to either watch porn or go off and have sex with somebody else, that is perfectly fine. I'm not going to be in the picture anymore, but I can't stop you from doing what you want to do because you are a full grown adult with primal desires. Now, the point of all of this rambling is that there has to be an understanding of, okay, cool, we're primal human beings, but I am choosing at the end of the day to share that physical intimacy with just this one person that I chose. And I emphasize the word chose because at the end of the day, it is a choice. It is a choice to not watch porn. It is a choice to not go off and sleep with somebody else other than your partner. Just the exact same way that love is a choice. If anybody is in a long-term relationship, they fully understand that to truly love and see their partner is 100% a choice and not some natural thing that comes, you know, like, yes, there's those stages of like the honeymoon phases and infatuation, and those things are beautiful and awesome, but you know, eventually the laughter fades away and you have to face the reality that like, hey, this person kind of pisses you off or they kind of get on your nerves. Are you going to just walk? And when I say walk, I'm talking like physically walk away or watch porn or cheat on them? Are you going to do that, A, or B, make the choice at the end of the day to show up for that person and be vocal about it? And I think that's the whole point of it too. It's just the communication. I can't tell you how beautiful and privileged how beautiful it is to be in a relationship where there's so much communication around sex and pornography, but also how much of a privilege it is to just have those open and honest conversations without judging one another.
Yeah, got it. You said a lot there.
Sorry, I talked your ear off, but
You
asked,
sure did. You just talked for about 10 minutes, which is no problem. I don't even know where to start. But first, I want to just acknowledge this person's comment. Sujay, who's ousting his friend Ashish, says, my friend Ashish watches too much porn and this causes his mind to be fried. How do I save him? Well, you can't save him, Sujay. You can't.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, it's a choice. It's an individualistic choice. Everybody has to make that choice.
Here we go again. Okay. So, all right. What makes us different from animals? It's funny because I was thinking about that this morning, with this whole porn conversation. At some point, you kind of have to go back to that question. What makes us different from animals? Right? We can have discipline. We can have control over our bodies and what we do. We can be mindful of our thoughts. We may have a desire to be with multiple people or, be attracted. We do have the discipline to say, okay, I love this person and I'm going to be monogamous, right? That's something that sets us apart.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what you're describing, do people have an inherent sex drive? Absolutely. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. All of us started as people because one person looked at another person and was like, huh. And that's how you and I came to be, and everybody else, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there is something special about sex, and having that awareness and conversation. It's not just about banging genitals together, though that is part of it. That is definitely part of it.
There's more of a connection to it.
But there's more of the connection, the intimate piece that binds our souls together. And it sounds like you've entered into an awareness of that conversation, which is the deeper conversation where long-term relationships can actually occur.
Yeah, and I'm more or less a walking testament to that. I remember when years and years of my porn addiction, or even my sex addiction, porn and sex addiction, when I would get off, it the post-nut clarity was just so full of shame and so much negative energy. And it would even get to the point as soon as I get off, I'm like, do I even like this person? What am I doing here? What am I doing in this bed? Or if it was porn, I'm like, do I even like this? And you definitely see a shift when you experience sex in a more healthy way, when it's just more than touching genitals,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, man. Thanks for sharing. Check that book out too. I think you'd like it.
Heard.
All right. See ya. W's in the chat for all of our guests. Susan BT85, I feel like it makes us as women feel unattractive or not pretty. Here's the thing, is that you are not the problem. You are not the problem. I see how it feels that way, but you got to separate his addiction, his problem, not reflecting on you or your beauty or your value or your worth. It has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. And the sooner you can understand that, the more you can take back your power and your agency for your life. Rah, what's going on? How do I talk to him? It never works. Well, Susan, first of all, if you want to schedule a private call, I'd be happy to chat. I'm a coach. I help both men dealing with unwanted sexual behavior and women going through betrayal navigate through this to find healing in their relationships. But how do you have a conversation? Very directly and clearly. What do you want to say to him? Probably something like, I don't like this. It hurts me. Will you please stop doing it? You have to ask direct questions. Oftentimes, when we want somebody else's behavior to change, and not that we can change somebody else's behavior, We just lobby complaints at them. We lobby complaints at them. Like, that hurts. I don't like when you watch porn. When's the last time you did it? Right? But complaints point to longings. Complaints point to longings underneath the surface. The longing, typically with this, is I want you to see me. I want you to love me. I want you to honor me. I want you to cherish me. I want you to protect me. I want you to pay attention to me. I want you to put your freaking porn away and stop lusting after other women. I'm right here. So will you please stop doing that and work with me to improve this relationship by doing what? By doing something. Let's see a therapist. Let's see a coach. Let's see a counselor. Let's read some books. Let's do something that's going to heal. I've asked for years not to do it, and it hasn't worked. Okay. Well, when you can never change another person. And when you finally realize that, you realize you can only change yourself. So what are you really wanting, Susan? And I know I'm talking to you and probably many other people. What are you really wanting? If he's not doing it, he's not changing the way you want him to, that's a tough pill to swallow. So what are you going to do with that? What are you going to do? How can you make good, healthy, strong choices for yourself that are going to support you in your life, whether or not he decides to get on board with it? And look, you know, sometimes I kind of coach people through this. Don't make it about porn. Don't make it about porn. Make it about, hey, I think that there's some things in our relationship we can work on. I feel like there's a deeper level of intimacy and connection we can have. Would you be willing to get some help? If you make it about porn, oftentimes the guy kind of digs his heels in the ground. Oh, I don't have a problem. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, fine. Forget the porn. Address the underlying issues. I feel disconnected. I feel like there's a lack of intimacy. I feel like you're not pursuing me. And at the end of the day, and Ava's advice there, first of all, is probably the least helpful advice. Saying, break up with him. You think she hasn't thought about that, Ava? There's a reason why she's still there. Okay? There's a reason why she's still there. Charlie Kirk hairline. I just got my hair cut, and I feel like it's too short. I feel like it's way too short. Yeah, exactly. Because she's been with him for nearly a decade, it's not that easy. It is not that easy. To say to a woman or man who's been betrayed, just leave him, it's not helpful. It's not helpful. It seems obvious, but it's just not helpful. Oh, Ava wants to talk now. You already know what I would say? Oh, you like it? Hey there, what's going on?
What's up?
Not much. You 18 or over?
I just wanted to say that.
Are you 18 or over?
I'm 21.
Okay.
I just want to say to the girls in this live, there's 50 million men in the USA, 50 million men that follow Piper Raquel's OnlyFans even before she was 18 years old, meaning a child. 50 million US men. It's a man problem, it's not a woman problem, and if you don't leave them, then you're fucking dumb. That's it. Like, you're just gonna keep losing, like...
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, so to the women who maybe have been married for a long time, have multiple kids, and just heard this Ava person say, if you don't leave them, you're just effing dumb. Was that helpful for you? Was that helpful? No. Yes. Oh, one yes, and that was the person who said it. Look. Oh, she wants to come back now. It's going to be fun.
I didn't request again.
You did request again. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to be on here.
Well, I just want you to make one excuse that would literally like help me try to rationalize with you, but I can't rationalize with someone who is demonic and is like Jesus Christ said that we shouldn't do that, and I'm gonna follow Jesus Christ because Jesus Christ loves us the most.
Who's demonic?
Not a man watching porn. He doesn't love us the most.
Got it.
Guys.
Who's demonic?
Men watching porn, especially OnlyFans, paying for it instead of paying for your child. 50 million US men follow one account. Imagine the entire platform of OnlyFans. Thank you. Money that could go towards diapers. Money that could go towards milk formula. Money that could go towards beds. They're spending on OnlyFans. Do not stay in a relationship that a man is watching porn. There's no excuse. You need to hear me. It's not fun. I stayed for 3 months. Literally 3 months was enough for me. I literally had to go to a therapist. Like, had to get meds. Like,
Ava,
next.
I'm not disagreeing that leaving may be a good option. Okay? But to simply just tell somebody who
How am I? Someone's
is
saying I'm bitter. I'm trying to help my girls out. Like, this is a man talking. Look, let's go through his phone.
I don't have a phone.
The only thing that you guys should be
Ava,
worried about.
I don't have a phone.
Me. No.
You're Ava,
I'm
okay.
sorry I
I'm
insulted you.
gonna kindly no look. I can't have a conversation if you're not having a conversation. Okay, you're making assumptions. You're offering advice that nobody asked for. All right. Now look, to just say to somebody just leave, it's not that simple. Okay. Yeah, I think Goddess Knowledge, she's right, but just not the right approach. 100%. That's more in line. Okay. So if you want to win somebody over, you got to be curious about what they're going through before you offer them some sort of advice. Yeah, it's the right idea. Definitely. 50 million men following whoever this OnlyFans person is, that's a huge problem. No doubt about it. That's a huge problem. Huge problem. And wouldn't our country be better if OnlyFans wasn't around and if it wasn't so accessible to people? Absolutely. Absolutely. So Ava, I appreciate the sentiment, but the feedback that I'm giving, and I think others are giving, is that maybe the approach could be different. Oh my gosh, she's coming back. I'm going to let her on one more time. And then I'll get to somebody else. One more chance, Ava. Hey there, what's going on, Ava? You're back.
I just have one question for you, not a personal question either.
Okay.
If you think that men are gonna change the statistic, why is there only women in this live?
What does that mean? If I think men are going to change the statistic, why are there only women in this live?
Yeah, because do they care if porn's cheating, or do they care about how hard their penis is?
Ava, what kind of question is that?
The question is, why are there no men on this live?
There are men on this live. I've talked to probably 5 or 6 guys. I've talked to probably 5 or 6 guests who were on here talking about how they don't watch pornography and they think porn is terrible, and all the men in the chat are now saying that they're a man.
Can I ask you one more question?
Sure.
Do you think men should have social media? Ava, honey, I'm insecure. That's why you're a baby mama, bro. Like, I did ask
Ava, what kind of question is that? Do I think men should have social media?
Yeah.
That's not what does that mean?
Because women originally were supposed to be social and men were supposed to be the hard workers, and now social media is for everyone because it's online and everyone has a phone. So if we were in the 1950s,
I actually don't have a phone. I don't have a phone.
Yeah, I know. That's why I asked you that.
If men should have social media?
Yeah, tell them all in the TikTok live.
Tell them what?
What you think of what my question, the answer.
I don't think it's a good question. A simple binary question like that is so broad, there's no value to either answer, yes or no.
Okay, well then can you go in context?
I don't know the context because you haven't given me any context.
Well, do you think someone who is a man and has a penis should have a social media account?
Well, first of all, if someone is a man, this maybe I shouldn't say this, but it's 2025. Wouldn't that mean that they have a penis?
Yes, that's that. I just gave you extra context because my question before wasn't like good enough.
So you added the word penis? If they're a man
Yeah.
with a penis, should they have social media? It's not a good question, Ava. What do you? Okay,
Well, I mentioned I was religious, so
I don't think you did mention that, but
I did. I said Jesus Christ loves us the most, not the man that's watching porn.
okay. So what point are you trying to prove?
I was asking if you think that men should have social media. That's it.
I don't know what people should have.
You're on social media right now, so you're contradicting yourself. Thank you.
How am
My
I
point.
How am I contradicting myself?
Well, you're on TikTok live.
What am I contradicting?
Well, you say you don't have a phone, but you have TikTok live.
What does that have to do with anything? I don't have a phone. I gave it up 9 days ago. I have something called a computer, and I can go live on TikTok.
Everybody's hating like I'm not getting him 30 extra viewers right now. Like it's still going up. But
We don't-
anyway,
Okay. All right. Thanks for sharing, Ava.
you're so welcome. You're welcome for your viewers and my
Oh.
logical perspective.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, the viewers, which we could all attribute to Ava, and the extra viewers, thanks to her. I gave my phone up last Saturday, the 13th, because I just realized, what good is this thing anymore? Now, I'm not saying I'm not going to have a phone forever, but for now, it's actually been really nice not having a phone. Really nice. Hey there, what's going on? Oh, that was an accident. Guys, I'm new. Does coach think it's cheating? Well, stick around and find out. What do I do for an emergency? I haven't run into that yet. TikTok, L boy. I'll probably get like a kid's watch or a flip phone or something like that.
Hello?
Hey there, what's going on?
Hey,
Is porn cheating?
I think from my personal perspective, I think mentally it is cheating.
Okay.
Now, it's honestly like kind of hard to like talk about all this because I still do struggle with all this.
Are you 18 or over?
Yes, I am. I'm 19.
Okay.
And yeah, so I mean, like, what else did you want to talk about?
That's all I talk about, just porn. I'm a one-trick pony. Do you watch porn?
Yes, I do.
Okay. When did that start?
Probably around, I would say 6th grade, 7th grade.
6th grade, so 12, 13 or so?
I would say so, yes.
Yeah, okay. And you're 21 now, you said?
No, I'm 19.
Oh, 19, I'm sorry. How were you first exposed to it?
Just access through like YouTube, basically.
Uh-huh.
And then, you know, just fell down rabbit holes. I left unsupervised, like on an iPad also, like at a younger age, but I didn't really discover all that stuff until maybe, yeah, around middle school is when I found about actual porn.
Mm-hmm. So you were left, you had unsupervised access to YouTube and other things, and you kind of stumbled across pornography. Did your parents ever know that you were using it?
I remember when I was younger, maybe around also like that middle school time frame, they like saw some search history or something, but I felt as if like they kind of like looking back, I felt like they just brushed it off because we had like one conversation about it and then nothing changed. So
Uh-huh. Got it. All right. So you said you still watch it. Are you wanting to still watch it, or do you want to stop, or?
No, I want it to stop. I feel like I've been at a battle at it for this past year. I've been really been trying to like focus on uh not defeating it, but at least running from it.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Got it.
and I don't like how it's affecting my relationships.
How is it affecting your relationships?
I feel kind of like detached
Mhm.
from that level of intimacy, which I felt like I've had before. I haven't really felt like porn has affected me until this past year. And then, but like looking back, I felt like there's like a loss of intimacy for me.
Mm-hmm. Got it. And you're in a relationship right now?
I'm talking to someone, yes. I could see myself courting right now.
Mm-hmm. And so what is that loss of intimacy? What does that actually like look like?
Almost feeling like kind of like I still very much am attracted to them and everything, but I felt like when I felt like porn didn't affect me as much as it does now, I felt like I'd be really excited to go on dates, take people out, like almost like try to win them over. Like I feel like I had fun and that kind of gave me a good drive. And I feel like as if I still have a little bit, but I feel like it's definitely affecting when I'm lusting over other women.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. How do you feel talking about this publicly on TikTok?
Shaking. I'm shaking right now. I turned my settings to like where no one can see you while I'm live right now.
Yeah.
So I've tried talking to only one other person in the past before, but I felt as if it got brushed off.
Yeah, got it. Well, man, it takes a lot of courage to come up here and talk about this, and you're doing great, by the way. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, to one, just be able to, at your age, to name and realize you have a problem, you want to stop, you realize you've noticed that it's negatively impacting your intimate life and your relationships, and then come on here and talk about it in front of 100 people. Like, well done. Well done.
Thank you.
You can't change what you don't name. And so you've named it here, you got it out of the light, and there's usually shame involved with pornography. And shame festers in the darkness. It grows in the darkness. But when we speak shame to the light, it loses its power. So you're in the middle of doing that right now, dismantling the power of shame over you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Who else in your life knows that you struggle with this?
So honestly, I don't think anybody like right now, but the people I've talked to 3 main people about it before, and it's been my mom and my stepdad. And when I was in high school, I had this one teacher I was very close with, and I felt comfortable talking about it with him.
Okay, got it. There's a saying: a man without a purpose or vision in life distracts himself with pleasure. Kira, I know you're a young man, 19 years old, but how does that phrase land with you?
Could you say it one more time, please?
A man without a purpose or vision in life distracts himself with pleasure.
I kind of see that in my life right now. I don't have a long-term plan of what I want to do. I mean, who does really anybody if in a super long-term plan? But I'm in college right now. I'm playing baseball. Like I have that going on. That's like my one little goal right now. My work and everything. So I feel like I do have purposes and other things to do in life, but I know I'm wanting more. So I do feel like I do get distracted and find myself going to pleasure.
Yeah. So you're in college. You're playing college baseball?
Yes, sir.
Good for you. And you're working.
Yes.
Okay. And you're still feeling like you're wanting more. How often are you using pornography?
At a point, I was getting to like 2 times a day, but I still think now it's about like maybe once a day.
Once a day. Okay. Got it. What have you done kind of like recently to try to work on it?
Staying off Instagram. I feel like that's a trigger for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't know any other techniques really. I've kind of just been white knuckling it, which sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So here's the thing, man. White knuckling it won't work. It's a good effort, good attempt, but white knuckling it is just implementing behavior modification. So it's just saying, I'm going to delete the apps. I'm going to try to just brute force my way into changing this. And you can have some success doing that, but it's not a sustainable approach. With pornography, you got to look at the root of the issue. Why did you start watching it in the first place? And what has kept you watching it since then? Okay, so, you were exposed to it around 6th grade. What was going on? You don't have to answer these questions, but I'm just giving you some things to think about. What was going on in your life around that point to where pornography came in and filled some sort of void maybe? You indicated you have a stepdad, so your parents are divorced or for some reason no longer married. Okay, what's the story there? What's the connection you had with your parents or your primary caregivers? Was there any abuse when you were younger?
No, there wasn't. But honestly, until you brought that point up, back then I used to be overweight, really overweight, and I felt like maybe I've always liked girls. Like, I mean, come on, like, I like interacting with them, and I like talking with them. Like, I just get along well with them. But then when I would want someone to like, not to necessarily love me or just give me that like affectionate like attention or something like that, I feel like I would never be able to get that. So I felt like maybe that's how I'd fall into, or that's how I was longing for like some type of feeling or some way.
Totally, man. Totally. Look, that's it. That's exactly it. There's something there. You keep pulling that thread. It's longing for some sort of love and connection. And the thing is, pornography pretends to fill that longing or connection. And then what happens, your young brain, and I was the same way. I started watching pornography when I was about 12 years old as well. It's like, oh, this is love. This is connection. So I'm going to keep on going to this thing that feels so good, looks so good, but really it just leaves you emptier and emptier. So the real work for you is to dig down beneath the surface of when did that longing start? And why was it not offered to you in the way that you wanted to experience when you were younger? And how can you heal that wound? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've gone like days without doing anything, and like I literally feel the difference within those couple days. But I don't know, I feel like one little slip up and then I'm down in the hole again.
Yeah, well, who are you walking this with? Who do you have in your life supporting you through this?
I haven't.
Nobody, right?
Anybody.
Yeah, so look, I'm a coach. I have groups for men going through this. You can get info on that in the link in my bio. Schedule a call with me if you'd want. But most importantly, you got to have community to walk you through this. The opposite of addiction is not sobriety, it's connection with other people. Okay? Like, this is a struggle that you will not beat alone. Okay? No pun intended. It's very unlikely to achieve freedom from this just trying to do it alone or just trying to white knuckle it. Again, great job trying, right? You know what you're wanting, but you gotta be in community in order to have support through this and get to the underlying issues of what's going on beneath the surface. Will you read a book? Did you hear me? Will you read a book?
Will I read a book?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can read it. I can read a book.
Read this book, Unwanted by Jay Stringer.
Okay, I'm taking a screenshot right now.
Yeah, take a screenshot. That book will change your life. He talks about why we get into the unwanted sexual behavior in the first place, why we stay in it, and then how we get out of it. Parents don't tend to have conversations with their kids about sex, and when they did, they were not helpful. I just opened to a random page. It's interesting. 50% did not have mothers talk to them about sex at all. 60%, and this is in his study, 60% did not have their fathers talk to them about sex at all. And 8% had genuinely helpful conversation with mothers about sex, and 5% had genuinely helpful conversations with their fathers about sex. So only about 1 in 20 people in his study had helpful conversations with their parents about sex, and roughly 55% didn't have any type of sex talk at all. Hey, Krista, can you do me a favor? Can you put a poll up? Should I bring Ava up, yes or no? And if the chat says yes, I'll bring her up. If not, I won't. All right, man, what's going through your head right now?
I'm still just very nervous here. I'll turn my camera.
You're very nervous. Okay. All right. Can we ask the chat what their experience is of you sharing here?
Oh yeah, of course. Go ahead.
All right, chat. This 19-year-old man sharing, he's in college, plays college baseball, is working presumably to put himself through college, is very vulnerably sharing here about pornography and his struggle and his desire to stop. Oh my gosh, and he even turned his camera on. What's up, man?
Hello.
My name's Austin. Nice to meet you.
Tegan, nice to meet you guys.
Tegan, nice to meet you. What is your experience about of Tegan here? What is your experience of Tegan? Okay. So brave, someone said. Someone said he is doing amazing. Very brave. Someone said he's brave, honest. What else, chat? Tell Tegan what your experience is of him.
Thank you.
He's a great guy, smart and brave, real, big respect. I can relate. He's so handsome. Extremely respectable young man for coming on here and talking about this. So brave, handsome too, honest, really good person, strength young man. This is a safe space, a step forward towards real change. So look, man, just like soak all that up.
I'm sorry.
I just said soak all that up, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So look, man, go ahead.
You said you do like coaching that I can get into calls with you.
Yeah, so I do weekly call groups with a bunch of guys. It costs $199 a month, and we meet weekly. Now, you're 19 years old. You're doing a lot. Don't let the price deter you. Schedule a call with me, which is $1 in my bio, and we can talk money. Okay, I'm price sensitive to people, especially who are in their teens, 18 or 19 years old. Okay.
Thank you. Well, I'm trying to invest in myself, so.
Totally, man. Totally.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. So if you want to schedule a call, I'd love to chat. It's $1, 30 minutes, and then we can go from there. But my experience of you, man, is, I mean, look, you're in your car, pulled over somewhere or something like that, talking about this.
I'm in front of the gym right now. So
okay.
I'm about to go to the gym after this.
Yeah, nice. So I mean, I can hear it in your voice. I can see it in your face. You want some change in your life.
Yeah,
okay.
Of course.
And it's such a lonely struggle. Especially at your age, because you've tried to talk about it with people, but there's not that much help. Most people haven't figured this out for themselves, so how could they even come alongside you to help? Okay? So what are you feeling right now?
I feel like I taken a step in the right direction. I've always been wanting to talk more about this. I don't know who to go talk to. I literally just scrolling TikTok like everyone else does right before the gym or something, and then I came across yours. That Ava chick did catch my attention real quick because you guys were going back and forth. That was pretty funny. But then I don't know, I just had a kind of a calling to maybe request and talk.
Yeah.
Because I'm willing for a change. I'm ready for a change. I don't want to be like this going into my 20s. So.
Yeah. Totally, man. Well, you can do it. There is hope for you, man. I mean, you know, many guys, I started watching porn when I was about the same age, and what many guys say in their head is, I'm going to stop when I graduate high school, when I go to college, when I graduate, when I start dating, when I get a girlfriend, when I get married, when I have kids, and that day never comes.
Yeah.
Until you disrupt what's going on, you're not going to achieve success. So, but you can do it, man. You can do it.
Thank you.
You did something really bold and courageous here. So good job.
I appreciate it. Okay, so everything's in your bio.
Yeah, go to my bio. It's a schedule a discovery call, and we'll go from there. Okay.
Alrighty, thank you. What was your name? Austin?
My name's Austin. Yeah, nice to meet you, man.
Yeah. All right, nice to meet you. Thank you.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
W's in the chat for Tegan. Guys, 19 years old. 19 years old. He wants change. All right, so the people have spoken, and they said yes, he should bring Ava back on with a whopping 2 votes. So I don't know if people knew the poll was going on, but we're going to bring Ava on after this brief message from nobody. All right. Adam, welcome. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. That was beautiful. Wasn't that a delightful conversation with Tegan? I hope he schedules a call. I would love to help him. What was the poll? The poll is if we bring Ava back. We're going to bring her back. Ava, you're back.
I didn't even request, and I wanted to talk to him and not you.
Ava, you did request. There's no way you can be on here if you didn't request.
I take it back. But I have one thing to say to all the girls who are hating, and it's literally just women. It's not my fault that you're jealous that I can leave a cheating man and that you can't, that you sit there and like to get cheated on like a little bitch. But weakness is for the males. It's not for the women. Weakness is for the males who choose to continue their addictions. You should have asked him if he vapes or smokes or drinks. That's what I was going to ask him.
Okay, why don't you ask him? He's back on. He said he'd talk to you.
Hello?
Will you turn your camera on, Ava?
Why? Everyone's saying I'm mad. This is how I speak. Like, if you don't like
Will
how
you,
I speak, go somewhere
Ava, will
else.
you turn your camera
on? No.
Okay. All right, so what question did you want to ask Tegan?
I just wanted to ask him what other addictions does he have?
I mean, I don't really feel like I'm held down to anything quite like I feel towards porn. But you know, I still have like hang out with my friends, so smoke, drink, do a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Do you follow Jesus Christ? Do you go to church?
Yes, I do. And I go to church when I can. Again, I work, so I work on the weekends.
And do you go to confessionals?
No, so I'm a Christian. Confession's like the stuff with the Catholics and you sit next to the priest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't do that in the church I go to.
I think he just did go to a confessional, the conversation we had.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, yeah,
what
you
I
could
was
take
gonna
that,
say.
yeah.
I was gonna ask him why he's telling you, because like, what are your credentials to
Okay,
help
why
him?
don't you ask him why he decided to tell me?
Yeah, what made you trust in this man?
I mean, I feel like I'm okay with speaking about this. These past couple of months especially, I've been praying real hard, and I just feel like this is a sign, because I was scrolling through TikTok and I don't know, I felt the need that I could, so I went with that.
Well, I want to know what he does for a living, honestly.
Looks like
Do you
he's
want-
a porn coach.
This is what I do for a living, Ava.
Yeah.
You make 100% of your rent money from this.
I don't pay rent. I own a house, but yes, this is my primary source of income.
Of your lease money.
I don't lease either. I own a house.
In cash.
Not in cash. I pay mortgage. on one of my properties, and yeah. How is this relevant to anything, Ava?
Well, I'm sorry. I'm distracted by all these haters in the comments.
Why do you think you're getting haters in the comments? What do you think it is about the way you're presenting?
If you
Okay.
don't leave, they won't respect
So,
you, and they'll
Ava,
continue
you're-
to keep watching porn.
So
If
you're
you've already taught them,
shaming
you should not
Ava.
stay in
You're
this
shaming.
relationship.
You're shaming.
You
You're
need to become
shaming.
a 50 Cent listener. Listen to 50 Cent. Go to the gym. Eat right. Care about yourself. Work on yourself first. Because if you don't heal yourself, and you're gonna go into another relationship. Why?
All right. We can't reason with that. So for the 2 people that voted yes to bring her back on, that was your fault. Okay. Never again.
Yeah, I was about to go back into the gym, but then
Jeez.
she wanted to talk.
Yeah.
So
Go to the gym, bro. Go to the gym. Don't
Yeah,
waste your time.
I'm all
Let
good.
me do that. See you, man. Take care. Look forward to chatting.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Oh, man. Yeah, let's listen to 50 Cent. That'll save our souls. Oh. Woo. Woo-hoo. Oh. W's in the chat for Tegan. I look forward to chat with you, man. Oh. Okay. Mods, if you see her, just ban her, okay? If she comes back.
Hello.
Hey there, what's going on?
Hey, I just came across your live and I just wanted to share kind of what happened with my ex. Why
All right,
I left.
are you 18 or over?
I'm 19.
You're 19, okay. All right, well, first of all, is porn cheating?
So, I kind of think it is. I don't know. Over time, once it happened to me, it kind of changed my whole perspective on it. If that makes any sense.
Okay, what happened?
But I'd say yes, it is. I had a boyfriend for 2 years, and eventually I got to find out he had a really bad porn addiction. And about maybe 8 months ago, he said he'd move in with me, and he ended up buying OnlyFans instead of saving up to live with me, and that just broke me apart. It was very hurtful.
Yeah, sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
I felt betrayed, and it made me go through so much stuff, feeling like I wasn't good enough. I don't know, like I wasn't good enough for him, basically. And, I just got to the point where I couldn't take it anymore, and I had to break up with him. I couldn't take it. But it makes you feel like you're not good enough. He's going to cheat on you eventually and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so now you're not with him anymore?
No, I'm not. But
Okay.
I always get this paranoia about when I get with somebody new, they're going to be that same way. Because I feel like so many people are indulging in this stuff. And, it's not even funny how many times I told him to stop, and he never listened. It just didn't matter to him.
Mm-hmm. How many times do you think you told him?
At least 10 over
At
those
least 10.
over those 2 years, which I know that might not sound like a lot, but I had to
Yeah.
get his mom involved. And you can call me a bitch all you want, but she was just enraged and put him in therapy. But I wasn't gonna stick to see the end of it, because I don't think he was ever gonna come back.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm a bad person for that, but I don't know.
Yeah, I got you. I don't think you're a bad person for that. I'm curious, what do you think it was that got you to the point of advocating for yourself and saying, I've asked enough times, the behavior isn't changing, I feel betrayed, I'm going to do something different? What was that turning point for you?
Just adding everything together, and just seeing different videos. He had really bad wandering eyes. Every time we'd go into a store, he'd always talk to other women and make jokes with them and try to get their number. And it's like, I'm not doing it no more. And the wandering eyes thing I found is so true with porn watchers. They will look at all the women. I'm serious. But things just kept adding up, and I said, hey, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
And I was not to be TMI, but I was an alcoholic, and he would tell me to stop. We didn't even live together. I wouldn't text him when I was drunk. I never did anything bad to him, but he wanted me to stop. And when I asked him to stop something, he wouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't find it fair.
Yeah. By the way, the chat's saying there's an echo here. I don't know, and I kind of hear it as well. I don't know if you can do anything about that. Or on Bluetooth or something like that.
I'm not on any Bluetooth here.
Okay.
Is it better at all?
Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. All right.
I'm
So
not really sure how to fix
okay.
it.
All right. Well, we'll just go with it. Maybe your volume's too high.
I'll turn it down.
Okay. So when you look at getting in a relationship now, what conversation might you have with your prospective partners?
I guess just ask him to not do that stuff so excessively. I mean, I've talked to friends and they said if it's every now and then, it shouldn't matter. But to me, once it starts getting to the every now and then, it's just gonna get worse. So I guess just ask, like, do you watch that stuff right off the bat? And if they do, I don't think I'd stay too long.
So you might ask him to watch less. Yeah, sorry, chat. That was me muting. Apparently, I muted her. Why less? Why not just say, hey, if is what you're wanting is to not be in a relationship with somebody who watches pornography?
Sorry, I might be a little confusing, but yes.
Okay.
I'm just saying my friends told me maybe if they don't watch it all the time, it should be fine. But to me, after what happened, no, it's not okay.
Yeah. Okay. So is that a boundary that you're wanting to set?
Yes.
Okay. So if you were to talk to a prospective partner, a man, that you're going to get in a relationship with, what might you say to him to declare that boundary?
Tell him about my past one, about what happened in the past and how I won't take it.
Ava just said, let me answer that. Krista, put the poll back up. Should we bring Ava back? Sorry. Okay, sorry. Say that again.
I forgot what I said. These comments are distracting, sorry.
Comments are fun, aren't they? All right,
They are
Krista just
fun.
put a poll up. Vote in the poll, everybody. Should Austin bring Ava back on? Yes or no? No, she makes me lose brain cells. Dreams, that's not very nice.
Yeah, that's not nice at all.
That's not nice. Nice. Might be true, but it's not nice. I don't know. All right. Have you been in a relationship since this experience?
Well, I am in a relationship now, and as far as I know, it's not a problem at all.
Have you asked him?
Yes, I have. And he
Okay.
said he had a problem with it when he was 13, but he quit.
Okay. Got it. Well, good for him.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, of course. That's all.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Chat, you got to vote in the poll. The poll is like the little blue box up here. Should Austin bring Ava back on? Right now it's 1-1. One said yes, one said no. If yes wins, I'm going to bring her back on. So it's in your guys' hands. The poll's up there. Now it's 5 yes, 2 no. For those no's, you don't see a poll. I don't know what to tell you. The poll's there. People are voting. 6-4. 6-4. 7-5. Come on, where are you no votes? 10-5. 10 yes, 5 no. F it, just run it. Let's hear her yap. It's a white and blue card looking thing. Okay, 11-6. I am very unimpressed with the participation on the poll. But here we go. Ava, enlighten us. Hey Ava, welcome back.
Thanks. My
Oh, you're
question
welcome.
for you. Well, I know you need viewers, but my question for you was
Ava,
what's the difference
Ava, hold on. Ava, hold on. I don't need viewers, okay? If you think that you're
well,
doing
you just
anything,
dropped 50.
I don't care. Okay?
Anyway, What's the difference between lust and love?
What's the difference between lust and love? Great question. In short, I would say lust is consuming, whereas love is giving.
Okay, lust and love, the difference is when you love someone and it's time to sacrifice something for them, will you sacrifice it or not?
Yeah, giving.
Not giving, it's called sacrificing your addictions. And if your man will not sacrifice watching porn for you, you need to leave. Do not listen to this yap. This is yap. I'm not the yap. This is the yap, because the man is not saying that you need to leave. If your man is watching porn, he will not respect you unless you leave. And even then, you need to give it some time, because he's not going to work on himself in 1 week. That's my answer. Everybody have a good night.
Okay, thank you for enlightening us, Ava. Bye-bye. You have a good night as well. Guys, next time there's a poll, vote accordingly. Okay? People leave when they're ready, not when someone tells them. Exactly, Dreams. Exactly. That's like telling anybody with any problem to just, like an alcoholic. If an alcoholic's like, I'm struggling with alcohol, you're just like, stop drinking. Like, yeah, it seems obvious. And I don't disagree with the sentiment of what Ava's saying. But the approach to get to that point, there's so much discovery that needs to happen there. You're really, for somebody's heart to open up, to be open to some sort of change. And there's typically some sort of attachment wound that is preventing the person from leaving. And that needs to be explored and honored to help a person make an informed decision for themselves. Host, do you think they shouldn't leave over porn? I think porn is absolutely a justifiable reason to leave. And in many cases, leaving probably would be the better option. But just to say you should leave, that wouldn't be my approach. Okay, if Ava wants to start her own account to help people with this, great. Just post a video over and over saying you should leave. I don't know. And I have posted videos similar to that. Anyways, Luke, how's it going?
Hi, how are you? I'm good.
I'm doing good, thanks. Are you 18 or over?
Yes, I'm 18.
All right, cool. Is porn cheating?
Yes.
All
I
right.
agree.
All right, why do you think that?
I think it's cheating because, like, you know, you're doing something, like, you know, sexually sinful, like, in secrecy outside your partner, and that's wrong.
Okay. Do you watch pornography?
Yeah, I have watched it.
Got it. Do you currently, do you still watch it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm struggling with it.
You struggling with it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you in a relationship?
No.
Okay. Got it. How long has that been a struggle for you?
I would say a pretty long time. Couple years. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think ever since I was in, 5th grade, I think.
Mm-hmm. So 11 years old or so, 11 or 12?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that, man. How'd that start?
I left because that guy was.
Someone walked in.
Sorry, someone walked in.
Yeah,
My
we
brother.
heard. Yeah.
But I think how it started from, like, I think it kind of started from my other brother, because he struggled with it, and I feel like it just kind of indulged into me. But when I was in 5th grade, I didn't, like, view it. I just had Um, I guess I just had those like feelings in my mind. And then when I got in 6th grade, I think that's when I first like actually viewed it on the site.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's how it started, really.
Got it. Yeah. Why did you come up here? What did you want to share?
I was swiping through and I just found this, and I just thought it would be nice for me to just kind of like, you know, be open about this, because, you know, it's been kind of a secret for a while, for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes sense. How do you feel after getting it out there?
I feel a little scared. My heart's racing a bit, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like now it's kind of like, I feel like this will really help me, like,
Mm-hmm.
because it just brings so much shame, and I'm kind of like bringing the darkness to light.
Mm-hmm.
In the Bible, it says like, when we pray against one another, like confess our sins to one another, we will be saved. And I believe that, because I've seen so many people who like talked about what they struggled with to the open, to their small groups, whatever, at church or stuff like that, and they were really saved, and it helped them out a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, absolutely. There's power in that. Have you ever shared this before with anyone?
Oh yeah, I have.
Okay.
At church.
Got it. And what was that like for you?
It was pretty tough at first. The guy prayed over me. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And I have been in a small group. I have talked about it many times. So.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What have you done up until this point to try to stop watching pornography?
What I've done is just like kind of just not be on my phone at night and not in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
That I think that's when like I am most tempted.
Mm-hmm. But you're still using it though?
Yeah.
So that's not working. Did you hear me talk to that other guy, that other 19-year-old guy?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Yeah, so what you're trying to do, which is great effort, is behavior modification. All right? And that's useful and needed. However, it's a limited strategy. You're not gonna white knuckle your way out of this thing. All right? But to really break free from it, you got to look at, how did you get to this point in the first place? What was going on in your house or at school or whatever when you were first exposed to pornography and it got a hook on you? And then how do you break free from that, right? Because there's some belief that you assumed or adopted during that time. And that's the work, is to challenge that belief and live into a new story, a new belief that's going to allow you to have freedom over this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. How you feeling right now?
I feel pretty good. I'm relaxed.
A little relaxed? Okay. That quote I shared with that other guy earlier, a man without a purpose or vision in life distracts himself with pleasure. How does that land with you?
Yeah. I feel like I agree. I mean, I feel like it's really taking away my purpose. Like, I feel like, you know, God has a better plan for me, and I'm like kind of taking that away from this huge distraction in my life. So I feel like that is so true.
Mm-hmm. If you were to step into God's plan for you, what would be the next step for that?
I think like really overcoming this, and maybe serving at my church, like doing that. That'll be fun. It'll be cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you currently serve in any capacity?
Yeah. I help, you know, set up at my church a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Serving other people, whether it's in a church capacity or a non-faith based capacity, is so important. So important. And that's usually where we find ourselves, is when we are in service of other people. And so it's a great way to begin to discover yourself, is by going and giving yourself away, by going and serving other people. So check this book out, man. I mentioned it earlier, Unwanted, by Jay Stringer, how sexual brokenness reveals our path to healing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And man, if you want to schedule a call, I'd love to chat with you. Links in my bio. I've got resources and other things for men who are wanting to break free from this, as well as women who are going through betrayal trauma. So thanks for sharing, man.
No problem. Thanks for having me on.
All right, you got it, man. Take care.
You too.
W's in the chat for our guest, Carrie Robichaux. How's it going? Good to see you. All right. We've had very few, if not any, who are saying they think porn is not cheating. I think this guy might be a little different. Hey there, how's it going, Nathan?
Hello.
Hi, is porn cheating?
Well, I'm 17.
Okay.
So, no.
See you later. That was going to be my next question. Oh, guys, Ava's back in the queue. Should we let her back on? Krista, why don't you start a poll? Just a reminder, everybody, you have to be 18 or over to chat. You have to be 18 or over to chat. Krista, put another poll up, Krista. Hey there, what's going on?
All right, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, 1 second. Vote in the poll, guys, right up there. It's like a blue box with a check mark. Should we bring Ava back on? Yes, if you want me to. No, if you don't want me to. All right. Dill Dyslexic, what's your vote?
I don't think it's cheating.
Oh, got it. Okay. All right. So you don't think porn is cheating. Okay. Why is that?
Because relationships are for adults. Adults can communicate. They can say, yeah, I watch porn. I don't watch porn. If you're okay with that, if you're not okay with that, and go from there. Now, if yes, your significant other does say, it bothers me that you watch pornographic material, look at nude magazines, anything, then yeah, it's your job in your relationship to not do that. But besides that, if you and your significant other watch it together, or if, I'm sorry, I am an adult, I work all day. If I'm too tired to flick your bean tonight, babe, you can go flick it yourself. You know, and vice versa, same for me. You worked a long day too. I don't think that it's cheating. Now, if he's watching very specific, you know, if it's titled "Snuck Out from My Wife to Sleep with the Neighbor," then yeah, you might want to investigate the neighbor and what your husband's really wanting to do. But other than that, if you're using it purely for you're just needing that quick fix, what if they hide from their partner? Then that's cheating, because you're lying to your partner about it.
Got it.
Then
All
yeah,
right.
I think that crosses that line.
Got it. All right. So I don't disagree that there should be a discussion and an agreement about whether or not pornography is acceptable in the relationship. I am curious, though, what I'm hearing, and you might not like this word or agree with it, no problem, but there's like an entitlement factor. If I'm working all day or you're working all day, I am entitled to now go be able to do whatever I want to in order to get off. And chat, 8 votes were yes, bringing Ava back on, and 7 were no. So Ava, we're going to bring you back on here, Ava. So
I think it is an entitlement thing, but again, it is my body. I'm entitled to crank it as much as I'm entitled to go cut my hair. It's my body, you know, and I'm not using an outside factor. I'm not going and having somebody else do your job or my job in that sense. I'm using my own hand. You know, I don't think that porn is cheating. No. Now, if your partner has issues with how deep they are into porn, then that's a them thing all the way. But porn overall isn't cheating.
got it.
And people
All right,
that
so
say
you're
it's a gateway-
you're entitled to crank it whenever you want to crank it. How old are you?
I'm 30.
You're 30. Are you in a relationship?
Not currently.
Not currently. Why is that?
Focus on work and my kid.
Got it. Okay. All right. What do you like? What's the purpose of sex within the context of a relationship in your point of view?
Intimacy.
Intimacy. What is intimacy?
Intimacy is a lot of things. Kissing, cuddling, sex, lots of things.
Any non-physical things that would describe intimacy?
Yeah, there are non-intimate things. You can get her flowers on the way home, or remember her favorite type of chocolate, stuff like that. But that's not... Porn has nothing to do with, oh, you got her a card for her birthday either.
Got it. Porn has nothing to do with, oh, you got her a card for your birthday. What does that mean?
That's the intimacy doesn't have anything to do with porn. I'm not getting intimate with myself. I'm accomplishing a means to an end. I'm
And what's the end?
horny.
What's the end that you're accomplishing?
Getting off.
You getting off. Got it. All right.
Yeah.
So in your point of view, the end with regard to intimacy or sex is just for you to get off. So it's a selfish, and I'm not saying this in a demeaning way, but it's just a selfish, inward-looking focus. How can I be satisfied? Is that fair?
Yes, but it's not just a male thing. I think you're making it seem like it's a purely male way of thinking. Female, I just said, my exes have watched porn as well.
Yeah, that's if you're a woman, this
And
would be the
they're
exact
accomplishing a
same
means to an
conversation. Got it. All right. What
It's
about
more of
love?
a
Like how
boundary
would you
breaker than a
how
cheater.
I got that. How would you describe like love?
I don't understand what describing love has to do with porn either. I don't love the porn stars.
Okay, what do you think about the porn stars?
I loved her enough to not wake her up at 11 o'clock and go, hey, I'm really horny right now. I just handled it.
Got
I
it.
let her sleep. That's how much I love her.
Got it.
If she's okay with me doing that, then it's not cheating.
Got it. Do you think it's honoring towards your partner or future partner to masturbate while watching other people have sex, just to kind of satisfy the means to the end? Do you think that's
asking if I'm
honoring?
okay with it?
No, I'm asking if you think it's honoring towards your partner.
No, but you don't have to honor your partner by doing it. You don't have to worry about if they're honoring you. You're in a relationship.
Okay, hold on.
We're not going out and
don't
cheating.
you don't think it's honoring? Do you think it's dishonoring?
No, you're not doing anything. It's not beneficial to them. It's not unbeneficial to them.
Got it.
You're strictly there by yourself. You're not bothering anybody unless you're moaning too loud, and then you need to quiet down.
Got it. How old were you when you started watching porn?
17.
17. That's pretty late on the average.
Video games, D&D.
Got it. Okay. How often do you watch it?
3-4 times a week.
3 or 4 times a week. What's your view of like? I don't want to make this too broad, but like, what's your view of women?
Without women, there wouldn't be men. Without a woman, I wouldn't be a dad. Women are incredible creatures. That's why I watch porn with women, not men.
Got it. Got it. When were you married previously?
No, we were just together for a while.
Got it. Okay. All right. So do you have like a standard of monogamy in your relationships?
Yeah, I've been in monogamous relationships. I've been in non-monogamous relationships as well.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Got it. All right. What else you want to share, man?
I just wanted to get a couple of points across because I feel like anytime the guys that have hopped on here, I think they're just really, really guilty. And both of them sounded really young to be that guilty for exploring their own bodies, even if they're using pornography to do it. And I think no offense to you, but the guys that are also going out there and kind of just knocking on it. Oh, porn's so terrible. You need to feel bad, feel guilty. And they're like, oh, damn, I thought this was okay. It felt natural. Uh-oh.
Got it. Okay.
Do you watch porn at all? In relationship, out of relationship?
No.
So then I think you have more of a porn issue than is cheating porn. Is porn wrong? Is that the question?
That's another question. What do you think? Is porn wrong?
As long as it's legal and it is paid, people are doing their jobs, then it's another form of work.
Another form of work. Got it.
I can't be mad I'm too bad at it.
All right, man. Thanks for sharing.
Yep. Appreciate you having me up.
Take care. All right, chat. We're bringing Ava back due to popular demand, I suppose.
Is porn cheating?
Hello, Ava. Welcome back.
The question was, is porn cheating, not is porn bad? And that's not even...
Hold on. At the end of the conversation, he asked the question, is porn bad?
Yeah,
So
but
we
the
started-
whole time he didn't answer the question. He's talking about himself like he was single. Okay, that you're not in a relationship.
Ava, we're not here to talk about him. We're here to talk about you. What do you want to talk about? Why did you come back?
Well, I want to talk about, like, I feel like men enjoy being in a hostile nowadays, not back then. Like when I look at my grandparents, when I look at my father, when I look at my uncles, and nowadays men enjoy psychotic, crazy behavior from women in relationships. The statistic for mental health issues for women has gone up astronomically. Like,
Okay.
what do you agree?
Do I agree?
They crave craziness in their lives, especially like the last man. You cannot tell me if he was watching porn and getting caught throughout his whole relationship with his baby mother that he refused to marry. I don't know, but that it was a good relationship. They would still be together if it was a good relationship.
Yeah, I got it. What you said you were in a relationship with someone who watched porn, and after 3 months you finally left, right?
Yes. And
Yeah.
did I catch him more than once? No, I just came to my senses.
Okay.
In one time.
I'm curious, why are you so passionate about this topic?
I'm passionate because my mother and my father raised me to be secure in myself, be a healed person, and give other people my love. And I couldn't do that when I was comparing myself to people who are selling their body. Their main focus is to look good naked on camera. And my main focus is to go to school, get a degree, and be secure within my financial assets and my mental health.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So
Love that
that's
for
why
you.
I left it. And I think everyone else should do the same. And I think that's what you should be stressing, especially when you have mostly female viewers on here, like when you did before.
Mm-hmm.
And you aren't. You should be stressing that. You can still talk to the males and ask them about their addictions and still remind the females that it's not okay, that they
Yeah.
shouldn't be staying in this. Because there's plenty. I'm looking at the chat and these women are sad. Like
Totally,
they're coming
totally.
after me telling them to leave. Like that's sad. That's all I said was to leave.
I got it, but why do you think that is? Why do you think that is?
Because they allow themselves to believe a manipulative man that it's not a problem, and it is
Yeah.
a problem.
Okay, but do you think, look, and I don't disagree with the heart of what you're sharing, Ava. What I'm curious about is, do you think that they're in a place to hear that information to where it'll provoke some sort of change in that moment?
Can I look at my life and say, and right now in this moment, am I in a high enough place to make the right decisions? I don't know, but I'm gonna do what my heart feels, and my heart is never gonna allow someone to jerk off to another woman. Literally, their sperm cells are alive. Like, there's a human life in your sperm cell. Like, there's a point to being sexual. It's to create a life. You shouldn't be sexual, period, if you're not trying to create a life. That's how I feel. That's how I was raised. I don't know
All right,
why
so
no one else is
Ava,
raised this
hold
way.
on,
They
hold on,
just did.
hold on. Ava, I asked you a very specific question, and you're talking to me about sperm and life, which is a topic we can talk about. I'm having a hard time tracking in conversation with you, though.
Well, do you believe in abortion?
Oh my gosh, Ava. What does that have to do with this conversation?
Because I'd like you to ask the same men who don't think porn is cheating if they believe in abortion.
Ava, this question, is porn cheating, is a conversation starter to
It's a
talk about.
cop-out.
How is it a cop-out?
You're just talking and never giving the answer. You're allowing them to
What's-
think this behavior is acceptable.
Ava, I can't allow somebody to do or not do anything. The language of allowing, I'm curious about that.
Well, if someone comes on here and tries to prove that while in a relationship that watching porn is not actively hurting your significant other, then that's a cop-out.
Ava,
You're weak.
I do think it's hurting the other person. Absolutely. No question
Well,
about
why
that.
don't you say this to the man that was here before? You're just allowing him to go on a rant.
The reason is because with a guy like that, and I don't like talking about previous guests, but as an example of the archetype, if he says what he said and then I meet him with that, the conversation is over, and there's 0% chance of winning somebody over when you just meet him with
Maybe
that.
not today, but maybe in 3 months when
Totally,
he's still lonely,
totally.
he could think back to that moment and
Possibly.
you gave him the right
Yeah.
answer.
Possibly. Now, my strategy is to have conversation, learn about where other people are coming from, find some common ground, and then maybe there can be heart change. Okay, but just to go, again, I don't think you're wrong. But just to be like, hey, my husband's watching porn, you need to leave him right now, that's, in my experience, isn't very helpful. So anyways, I'm gonna move on here. I've already kicked you off like 5 times, but thank you for sharing. Bye-bye.
Whatever.
All right. W's in the chat for all of our guests. And why do I spend so much time with people? I don't know. I think it's so close to adding a ton of value, but not my cup of tea. Trauma Wisdom. I'm going to bring you on because I like that name. Trauma Wisdom. Hey there, what's going on?
Hi.
Hi
Thank
there.
you for letting me up.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks for
from
sharing. You're from where?
Sweden.
Sweden?
From Sweden. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
so Please be patient with my accent.
Okay, we'll be patient. Is porn cheating?
I think it depends on how they are using it.
Okay.
Depending on how I say they because I like both women and men. Depending on how they are using it, it can be cheating.
Okay. How could it be cheating depending on how they're using it? What would be an example of that?
Well, those examples that other people said here, if they're hiding it, and especially if they are using it instead of me, if you know what I mean. If they are addicted to it, if they feel like it's more satisfying to do it with porn, then it's cheating. So it shouldn't be a replacement for me, but it should be an if I'm in a situation where I may be gone for a month, or if I'm very ill or something like that, then I think it's totally fine. or if I'm gone for the weekend, I don't see a problem with it as long as you're communicating and you're using it with awareness.
Got it. Okay. Sorry, one second. Fawcett, what's up, bro? Do you got the suit ready? Come on and chat, man. All right. So what I'm hearing is you're okay with some porn as long as it's done with kind of certain parameters that you set, but particularly if it's a replacement for you, you're not okay with that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where's the line for you precisely where it becomes a problem? And while you answer that, I can still hear you, so keep talking, but I'll be right back, okay?
Okay. I think the line is when they are using it instead of me. When it's an addiction that he or she can't stop using it, instead of kind of like coming to me for intimacy. That's the line for me. And if it's not properly communicated, if we're not communicating about it, then yeah, it's kind of like hiding something, and it's kind of like cheating. So
Got it. All right. So what is it about when he does use it? What is it about it that bothers you?
you mean as a replacement for me?
Yes.
Because well, then what's the point of us being intimate then? Kind of like, a romantic relationship is friendship plus the intimacy, physical intimacy. So if he is using corn instead of me, I don't like the word using, but you know what I mean. If
Yeah, I know what
it's
you mean.
not kind of like if he's not having that desire for me in the same way as he's having for corn, then I would see a problem with that.
So you're okay with him desiring, I don't know how else to put it, but other women sometimes, as long as it's not instead of you in that moment?
Well, I don't see corn as desiring other women. I watch corn also. I'm just want to say that, and I don't see it as me desiring other men. I see it as me getting myself pleasure.
Got it.
So I would see it the same way for him. I don't see it as him desiring other women. I'm seeing it as him getting pleasure for himself.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Fawcett, what's up, man?
Howdy, how's it going?
Good.
Over these past couple months, since I haven't been seeing you around much often, did you just come back or?
No, I've been around. Hold on, let me finish chatting with her, and then I'll chat with you. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Do you have the whole thing going on, your suit and all that?
I don't have it on right now, but I mean, it can
Come on,
100% be done. I'm just saying.
Well, it'll take you 2 minutes. Go do it, man. Come on.
Oh, okay. Finish up with her. Let me get the suit on.
All right. Who here remembers Fawcett? This guy, legend. Oh, it was like a year ago we talked to him. All right. So, so you're saying that you don't desire the other person, neither does he when you're watching pornography. So I'm curious, why pornography then? What's the draw to pornography?
Well, it's easier than using your imagination. Sometimes, sometimes I use my own imagination, but sometimes it's like, oh, I just, watch something to get the to get the pleasure. So it's faster and easier.
It's faster and easier to get the O to get the pleasure.
Yeah. Yes.
And why that? So why using other people on a screen? Or really what I'm wondering is what's the real underlying longing beneath to where you may be wanting something with him, but you're turning to pornography. What do you think you're really wanting beneath the surface?
Beneath pleasure?
Sure.
Well, I don't know what's beneath pleasure. I want the good feeling. I want the oxytocin. I want to feel good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Should there be another desire?
Well, typically it's a desire for connection with another person. And pornography kind of promises that. It's promising a connection with another person, but it's not giving that at all. So what usually we're wanting connectedness. Someone said in there it's connection and loneliness. In pornography, it gives the allure that we're going to have a connected experience with another person, but it can't be that because it's fake, it's synthetic, it's a person on a screen. It's not an actual intimate connection. And so usually beneath the surface, there's some sort of maybe loneliness or longing or desire to actually be connected with another person as opposed to just having an O, like you put it, which is fun as well. But pornography bonds us to the thing we're looking at, not another person. And that's kind of one of the reasons why pornography does hurt relationships, because sex bonds one another. You talked about oxytocin, through the release of oxytocin, amongst other things. Whereas when we're using pornography, we're now bonding with a screen, not a person. And so it actually gets us further away from having a deep, intimate connection with our partner.
Well, I just want to add that I started watching porn. I don't know what kind of language I should use because sometimes you get banned, but I'm using the same language as you.
Yeah.
I started using porn when I was 24. So I was not very, but I was not young. And I think, a large part of my brain was developed and, I could make mature decisions, and I knew, and I also know now that I'm not, connecting with another person on the screen. I'm connecting with myself, with my own pleasure. I feel that, porn has taught me a lot about my own body. I have explored, different ways. Oh, do I get turned on by this or that? So for me, it has helped me a lot. And I've never felt that, porn is the reason why I'm not connecting with another man. Often it's because a lot of men are hard to connect emotionally with. But I don't know. I view porn more as a moment where I connect with myself and my own body. So I don't know. I want to believe that I have a very mature way of looking at it. And maybe that's because my brain was developed when I started using it. So I have a kind of a detached way of viewing porn. So I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. I don't know. But I don't see.
May I
don't
jump in
see.
here real quick?
Hold on, let her finish.
Sorry. Okay. I'll let you go more.
Yeah. I just wanted to say I've never felt that porn is the reason why I can't connect with another man. If
Got it.
we're
All right. So then what's the reason why you can't connect with another man?
it has been my attachment issues and his attachment issues, problems with communications, problems with empathy levels, and that is the most of the reasons why I can connect with men is because of my own issues and his own issues.
Got it. Yeah. So you have an awareness that there's something preventing you from connecting with or attaching to somebody else in a healthier way in relationship. Is that fair to say?
I want to believe that I have a better way of connecting with other people now because I've done a lot of therapy. So, but I had a lot of attachment issues before, but I still don't see porn as cheating.
Got it. Yeah. All right. Makes sense. So this book, How We Love, is all about attachment in relationships, particularly married relationships. And it talks about how you have this book?
No, I've seen other people recommend it. And
Yeah, it's a great,
talked about it. Yeah.
great book. And it actually talks a lot about how pornography and other things can be a symptom of unhealthy attachment. So what we do is, we can't figure out how to have a healthy attachment, so we go to something to make ourselves feel better, like pornography or drugs or sex or alcohol or whatever the thing is, right? But the underlying issue is, well, how can we heal the attachment wounds beneath the surface? And until we do that, we're going to continue going to the maladaptive coping strategies that keep us stuck in that behavior that is unwanted. You're not saying that it's unwanted, but that's typically how it goes. So good
can
book.
I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that all porn watching, or how do you say it? Do you believe that all of it stems from issues?
Do I believe that
Could it
all porn watching stems from issues?
Yeah.
I don't like binary questions like that, but I would say, if I have to give an answer, I would say no. But what's the intent behind that question?
No, I was just curious because I like that you are nuanced because
Yeah.
I don't think it's black and white.
Yeah,
I
that's
think that
yeah. I mean, Gary Wilson, who wrote the book Your Brain on Porn, he kind of talks about that a lot of the traditional thinking, which I tend to agree with, that there's usually some sort of pain or trauma that drives people towards pornography. He kind of posited, what if they're just watching it and there's not some big reason beneath the surface? I think that can be the case, right? But then usually what keeps people in it is because of some sort of underlying issue. Because I think I've never seen a case where there hasn't been I just said never, so I want to. Usually, somebody who has a prolonged history of watching pornography, there's an awareness that it has some sort of negative impact on them. Not always, but usually, right? And so then it's like, well, why do we keep going back to that maladaptive coping strategy, that bad coping strategy? So, anyways, thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Take care.
Bye. Take
Bye-bye.
care.
Fawcett, what's up, man?
How's it going? I did
Good.
want to chime in there, and she said something about I can connect with myself, and then I would have said, like, so then why do you need to watch it? That makes no sense, So,
No.
but
Yeah.
no worries,
All right.
no worries.
All right. So, dude, it's been a long time since we've talked.
Very much so. I got a girlfriend.
Oh my
or actually
gosh.
a girl who's dating me, not the other way around. Life's been picking up. Like it's been fantastic. But finally having a woman in your life that's around you has finally made me realize something that I did not know about a year ago. So I wanted to give this to you.
Okay. First, before you do that, tell the people about our interactions roughly a year ago and how every time it's like your brain was just spinning.
So, ladies and gentlemen, back about a year ago, when I saw this live come up, it was a ridiculous live. Like the concept of videography being cheating was so asinine to me that I had to come up here and just battle it out. And every time he would back me into a corner, I would then leave the live and then the next day come back with some new information, so on and so forth, until for some reason or another I either got stopped recommending his videos, his lives, or did you go away for at any point?
I've been on less frequently. I did get banned for the full month of July, and then I've also been only on roughly once or twice a week for the last 6 months or so.
There we go. So
yeah.
It kind of faded into obscurity, but now he's back. So that's what's amazing. But this time, I now that I finally have spoken to someone for a year, now that I've had a member of the opposite sex really like in my life, kind of like marinating around me, I figured out the correct answer to the prompt on stage. May I answer it?
Sure. Is porn cheating?
Not if you're using it as a man. I have now known, and I know this sounds ridiculous. I know it sounds ridiculous, but the intersexual competition of women is so high that they are unable to use it righteously. Men, however, have this underlying desire just to see as many women as possible. Women, on the other hand, use it because they cannot get the man of their dreams. So if a woman uses it, yes. If a man uses it, no.
Okay.
Sorry. And the reason why is because you tell your partner, hey, I'm going to go take care of myself real quick. I'll be back. I'll be over your house in an hour. And they start getting jealous. Oh, why are you doing that? Why don't you just have me do it for you? Blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry. I didn't think I needed your help to do this kind of stuff. And that's where it's finally come together that it truly is a gender thing and it's not the actual product that's being quote unquote sold. Back to you.
Got it. All right. So you have a girlfriend now?
A girl who's dating me, yes.
Why do you language it that way? Girl who's dating you?
Because dating a woman would put me in a position where I actually cared about the female mindset and what they do towards me. I only date when I'm married. It makes no sense to date outside of marriage. So thus, why would I be out there saying I'm dating someone? That's like I'm saying out here, oh, I'm seeing someone. That makes you less of a man to say that. Either you're married or you're single. So a girl who's dating me pushes that responsibility over to the woman. I'm single till I'm married, so.
All right, so just spoiler alert, chat. This Fawcett, we've had many conversations before. He might make your blood boil just hearing some of the things that he says. But okay, we're gonna keep talking.
But to back it up here,
is your girl who's dating you there right now? Could we get her on this live?
She's not here right now. You're on a little too late, a little too early.
Dang it.
However, if you're gonna be doing this past,
when's she gonna be there? I'll be on 9 o'clock Mountain Time. Great. I'll come back. I'll come back for that. I'm in Mountain Time too. I'll see you at 9.
I'll even take a photo of me and her together. And you don't post it, but I'll take a photo of me and her together. That way, it's like.
No, let's bring her on the live. I want to talk. I want to talk to her with you.
Okay, and that would be fantastic because then I can go ahead and tell her that, hey, don't you get jealous when I do this? Don't you get hurt when I do that? Well, babe, if it was on the other foot, I could not care. And that's what I would really want you to go ahead and really highlight is that when it comes to a man's use of it, he genuinely is not thinking anything more than just, ooh, curvy woman on the screen. But a woman, she actually wants to put herself in the place of that woman on the screen. So that's it right there. If a woman's using it, yes. If a man's using it, no.
All right. So would you say you're in a relationship with this woman?
She's in a relationship with me.
So are you in a relationship with this woman?
Me to her, no. I'm only in a relationship with my wife. Haven't found her yet, but when I do, then I will let you know.
Got it. Are you intimate with this woman?
From time to time, yeah.
Okay. All right. But you're not.
And that's why I'm speaking from experience now. It's because when I do it myself, there's jealousy. However, when she does it to herself, I could not care less. And that's how I know it's a woman thing and not a man thing. Because all of this, I'm trying to talk around the TikTok restrictions. That's why it's kind of weird the way I'm speaking. I'm trying to, keep you good. But,
just let it rip, man. Just let it rip.
Okay, good. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure you weren't going to get banned. Effectively, I do not care. Oh, no, sorry. I do not envision myself being the man in the video when I watch the video. I don't. I do not care what the man in the video is doing. He is just there, so there is something going into something else. There's absolutely nothing. I gain nothing from the man being there or the woman there besides my 30 seconds of satisfaction.
Bro, I'm not even talking about porn. This conversation has nothing to do with porn.
Okay. Oh, that's where we were going. I thought that's where we were going.
Well, maybe we'll get there. But
okay, then
so,
back it
so
up.
what are your beliefs about dating?
You should not be. You should be courting. I know it sounds
okay,
I know
or
it sounds
courting.
dumb.
Okay,
It sounds
okay.
red pilly as hell, but like really listen to me here. You have to. How do I put this? If you're dating as a man, just turn in your man card and go get a vasectomy because you're not worthy of continuing the human race. A lot of men will go up and suck up to women and do the whole jester maxing, like, hey, look at me. You should really want to date me. Oh, look at that. Don't you see how funny I am? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? That's what it's like dating as a man. You're gesturing to a woman and making her like you in a way that is unbecoming of your masculinity, which I'm just not falling for anymore. So we were all 21 at one point. We were all trying to get something wet. But once you get past that age, it's like, what am I doing? However, once you hit the age of 25, it reverses. Women now start jester maxing. So it's so much better. As long as you as a man, you don't end your own life before 25, life gets so much better. So
what's
anyone out
the
there thinking
difference?
about it, don't do it.
What's the difference between dating and courting?
Courting, the actual objective is getting married and having kids. That is the objective. So thus, there is none of this, let's just see where it goes. No. It's, I'm trying to get inside your uterus within the confines of marriage. Let's get it cracking. Dating is like, I like you and I kiss you and sometimes we go to bed together. Maybe we can one day get married, blah, blah. No. Why would you date as a man? Give me one reason to date as a man.
Well, in my orientation, I largely would kind of interchange dating and courting. Maybe courting would be like, okay, we've dated a little bit. We're moving towards marriage. Now we're courting, which puts a little higher emphasis on it. But
if you as a man are being intimate, or not being intimate, but if you as a man past the age of 25 are still dating women, it makes no sense. And I know it sounds ridiculous.
How old are you?
I'm 26 now. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I say 25 because there's some men that are like 24 deadbeats that have nothing else going on. So I'd like to have the age be 25. So.
Got it.
What's the definition of dating now? Dating is just whoever you're kissing at that current point in time. Dating is kissing someone without any idea of where you're going to be a year down the line. It's without a set goal in mind. Courting is, hey, I'm trying to hop inside you.
Well,
we're gonna have kids. You're gonna take my name.
Yeah,
so on and so forth.
I think you can date with the intention to marry or court. I mean, for example, when I started dating my wife very quickly, like probably like the third date, I was like, I want, or actually when I officially asked her to be my girlfriend, I said, I want to date you with the intention of marrying you. Are you up for that?
That is courting.
Well, you would call it courting. I call it dating.
Until you met her dad.
Probably a few months, and then we got married a few months later.
Exactly. So, do you understand the preposterous? It's so preposterous what you're saying right now. Americans are now, on average, waiting 4 years of dating.
I got it. Look. I don't. It sounds like what you're the heart of what you're saying. Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasting time dating that's going nowhere is a waste of time.
For a man, yes, 100%.
For a man, but not for a woman?
Because with a woman, she can date, and again, you can only court one person at a time, because that courting takes a lot of your energy up. You have to do extensive background checks, look at the family tree, see if you really want to get into this. Dating is so transient that you can date multiple people at the same time. However, most men who are of good moral character, don't want to court more than one woman at the same time. It makes no sense. If I already have found a good one, why do I want to have two of the good ones? It makes no sense. But women, on the other hand, since their entire nature is to extract max equity from someone, dating multiple men is of the better mindset to have than being courted by a single man.
Yeah. Bree, I do YouTube lives. It's simultaneously streamed to YouTube, so you can go and watch the streams there. All right, by the way, Fawcett, any conversation we've ever had is on the record for when you decide to go run for president. So good luck with that.
Trust me, I want the feminists to bring this back up. I'm gonna say, yeah, I said it, so what? And they're gonna drop the microphone, cry, and run away. But anyways,
Okay.
I'm gonna let you go and get the next person on board.
All right,
but
man.
yes, it is cheating if you're a woman. No, it isn't if you're a man.
Should I come back at 9? Will you be on with your not
Hold on.
girlfriend?
Actually, can you give me 1 second? Let me actually check her schedule real quick, because she does send me her schedule because, you know, she's in love with me, so I have to go ahead and get these messages from time to time. Hold
Are
on.
you currently seeing any other women?
Am I seeing any women? No, because I'm not dating till I'm married. So I will get, dating is like getting to know a girl. I'll get to know you after the ring's already on. Makes no sense. That intimate information should only be given to a man you're married to.
You'll get to know her
What's your
after
favorite
the
ice
ring
cream
is already
cone
on?
flavor? What's your favorite TV show? I don't care. Just where's the ring? Let's get it cracking. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. You can bring someone else up. I'm not going to be in your hair for much longer.
Thanks for giving me permission to do that, Fussa.
Hold on. Let me just check if the what do you call it? Because it's either 9 or 8:30. Hold on.
So, Fawcett, do you still think you're
I'll
going to
come
be
right
the
back. I'll
first?
come right back.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. He says America's first Gen Z president, which he actually thinks he's going to do that. Or it's all a sham. I don't know. Denim TikToker, I'm going to let you on. Hey, what's up, man?
Hello, can you hear me okay?
I can, yeah. It's porn cheating.
Sorry, could I just quickly ask, can I just sort of say something based on what he said?
Okay, 9 o'clock is not
Sure.
good tonight. Tomorrow would be good at 9. So if you're
Tomorrow
up
will
at
be
9
better?
tomorrow.
All right, can this gentleman ask you a question, Fawcett?
Yeah. Go ahead. Ask me a
I just wanna-
question. Denim TikTok. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I just want to get something straight. So are you basically saying you'd marry someone on day one?
100%. There's not a lot of women that are worthy of that title, but there are still women on this earth that I only need to spend 15 minutes with to know that, hey, this is what you're about, this is what you like. If they are 100% truthful with me. If I'm talking to a girl and she's like, yeah, you know, my name's Angela, you know, I'm 19, I have diabetes, if you're okay with that, I mean, like, we can keep going. I'll be like, okay, next one. Hi, I'm Angela, I have schizophrenia, blah, 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 on to the next one. But if you find a girl who's genuine, like, hey, you know, I'm 19, looking for a husband, you know, my dad owns a 200-acre ranch out in, you know, Nevada. Like, why would you say no to a girl like that within the first day of knowing her?
I don't know, I don't really see this from, I mean...
Have you
I
ever
respect
ran a
everyone's-
background check on a woman before?
No, and I never will.
Exactly. That's where you. Why are you not running a background on a chick within the? I run background checks on women I spoke to for 6 minutes. In fact, I did it the other day to a girl. I spoke to her. I kid you not, for 6 minutes and 34 seconds. And to see if she was worthy of continuing the conversation, went to the bathroom, looked up her name, things checked out. I went back and continued talking. Is he still here?
Do you mean a literal background check, or you just like check her out on social
Yes,
media?
You look up their name on fastpeoplesearch.com. You look up their name on Google. You go ahead and see if they say, oh, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Iowa. You look up Haley from Iowa. You make sure that you're not getting, and that's the problem with dating. Dating doesn't do background checks. You just la-di-da-di-dee with someone until you just don't like them anymore. Courting should be quick, fast, and productive. So.
Okay. But I don't really agree with it. I don't really want to carry on the conversation, but I do respect your view of it, so that's fine.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Denim
Just,
TikToker, did you want to keep chatting without him, or is that all you wanted?
No, I did come on to say the porn cheating. Sorry, I was trying to
Okay.
get my headphones as well, but I'm having a
Yeah.
nightmare.
All right, Fawcett, we'll see you, man. Take care. Bye-bye.
So I think porn isn't cheating, but I do think it's distrustful, especially if you say to your girlfriend or wife, "Is it okay if I watch this?" and they say no, and you do it anyway. I think it could potentially be a form of cheating, but I think it's more distrustful and morally wrong than cheating.
Got it. Okay. Do you watch pornography?
I do, but I'm single, and I have been in a relationship, but I never saw the point of watching it whilst in a relationship. It didn't even like come in my mind, sort of thing. To me, it makes no sense to watch porn whilst in a relationship, but that's of course just mine.
Sorry, hold on 1 sec, man.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry, my kids are home. Apparently, my wife just dropped them.
No, that's all good.
I didn't hear what you said.
So do you mind waiting 2 seconds? I'm just trying to connect these headphones in.
Sure,
It's not letting me.
yeah.
I don't want to take your time. I'll be 2
Yeah,
seconds.
Go ahead. My family just got home from seeing that David movie. Anybody seen that? Anybody seen David?
Wait, I'm gonna drop you a follow as well. Just in case they come out, I've dropped you a follow.
What? All right, thank you. All right, what's that?
I've just dropped you a follow. Yeah, I didn't agree with what guy said, but I didn't want to start an argument. I didn't want to use too much time. So.
Oh, if there's anybody to argue with, it's him. He's there for it.
Yeah.
All right, so do you watch pornography?
So I do sometimes, but I'm single, so I think I'm
Okay.
okay. Well, I am okay in that situation. But,
God, yeah, it wouldn't be cheating then, but
try my hardest to not
you did indicate you think there's something wrong with it. Tell me more
relationship,
about that.
yeah, absolutely. I think
In a
so, yeah.
relationship. Got it.
I think it's distrustful and morally wrong.
Got it. How long have you been using pornography?
Probably since I was about 18, and I'm 21 now, so
Okay.
not
You're pretty-
every day. I'm trying to cut down. It's a struggle at times, if I'll be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, got it. Why is it a struggle?
Well, I had a relationship about a year ago, and then that sort of 6 or 7 months of me dating that girl, I never watched pornography, so it wasn't a problem then. I think it's a problem I have when I'm alone or when I feel like I'm not worthy of anything.
Mm-hmm.
As I kind of said in the comments last time, it's my way of finding an escape, but it's a false sense of reality. It's not a real escape.
Yeah, when you're alone or you feel unworthy, you turn to pornography.
I do, yes.
Got it. What do you make of that?
I think it's sad, really. If I try and develop the self-awareness to say to myself, you know, this is wrong. You know, there's a healthier way. You know, this isn't filling the gap. It's just me avoiding me.
Mm-hmm. So you think you're avoiding something. You're avoiding something going on inside of you, but you're filling the gap from addressing what that thing is and instead using pornography?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Great awareness on that. Have you dug down into to maybe explore what that gap is down deep?
I think again, like I said, like the last relationship didn't really work that well, so maybe I was missing something that I'm trying to find.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand that it's sad, but it's kind of an easy way. Like you can access it anywhere, anytime, any
Mm-hmm.
place. So it's there in front of you. It's like gambling. It's like you can just do it anytime.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
Totally.
that's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, that's one of the problems with pornography is that many people turn to it when they're feeling lonely or not enough or, unworthy, unloved. And then you go to it for a quick dopamine hit. And it does actually kind of fill that void for a very short period of time.
Yeah.
But then it usually leaves you emptier than you were before you started.
It gives you worse actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you experienced that?
I have, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And the worst thing is you still do it. Well, I still do it.
Hey, I got it, bud. I got it. Though you said the worst thing is you still do it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Why is that?
I don't know. I feel like sometimes I believe I'll never ever fill that gap.
Sometimes you'll never ever fill the gap of loneliness or unworthiness or.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's the issue, man. And for anybody watching, that's usually the issue. There's some sort of gap deep down, and most people never come to a sense of awareness like this guy has. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you notice just saying that you're kind of afraid that you may never bridge that gap?
What was the question?
Well, just as you say that, I'm imagining you've had that thought before. Maybe you have said it out loud, but when you say that you're afraid that you'll never fill that gap, I mean, what is your body kind of telling you right now?
What the reason is why I feel like that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like, well, having my the last relationship not going as well, that kind of maybe stuck to me. I think I see others. I'm doing the classical comparing my life to other people. I feel like I'm missing out, which again is a social media problem. And I feel like when I see people doing better than me, I feel like there's something that they've got that I've not got.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of look at them and idolize them, even though I know it's wrong. and it's not someone, you know, I'd never want to be a porn star. I'd never want to use a girl because of their looks or body. I'm someone
Yeah.
who wants to love someone because I love them, not because of how of what they are in bed.
Yeah. So you think, sorry, I thought that was my kid coming in again. So you said you're 21?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so you're 21 and you're comparing yourself to how well you should be doing according to the outside world, or to what you're seeing on social media. Where should you be at this point in your life to where you feel like you're not measuring up?
So that's a tricky question. That's something I want to also try and find out. I think that's something I still need to learn and find myself. I mean, I'm doing better than I was. I will say that. I'm doing much better than I was. I'm trying to find other ways, like the gym, like the hobbies, positive ways that actually do benefit you of escaping that, and meeting new people. I think before I wasn't confident either, so porn is another easy way to find that. You don't have to have any confidence to do it. You're on your own, your own time. No one will judge you. No one will see you. Only yourself.
Yep.
Sorry, I've forgotten your question. I think I was.
It's all right. I forgot the question too.
I can't remember what you said now.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So,
that's my bad.
oh yeah, where should you be? You're comparing yourself to some standard you're seeing online, and where do you think you should be?
Okay. So I don't think I should be someone who's like, I'm trying to not get banned either. Trying to not bang a load of girls, but that's not who I am. It's not what I want to do. I just feel like I should be confident or better in myself by now than I am already. I feel like these gaps should have been filled in before, and I feel like there's something's not right for me to still have these gaps when people know.
Yeah. Who else in the chat has ever felt like that? Like, I feel like I should be farther
Appreciate the
along
comments, thank you.
than I am. I feel like there's something wrong with me. I feel like there's some sort of void down inside. I feel like I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
So,
that's
yeah, I mean, you'll see a bunch of people probably agree that they felt like that before.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a very normal thought pattern, or I should say common thought pattern, right? And it's like, okay, you have an awareness of that, right? So the question, one of the questions is, well, who are you comparing it to? And more importantly, what is the value that you bring to the world? We have a tendency to compare ourselves to, oh, I should be doing this, or I should be that, or I should be like him, or I should be like her, or I should look a certain way, as opposed to saying, what is my unique value and gifting in this world? Because there's a purpose for you. There's a purpose for you on this planet that only you can do. Only you can step into that purpose for you. Right? And when you try or think that you should be doing it like somebody else, you're actually getting further away from what you're supposed to be doing.
100%, yeah.
Right? So if you were to step into more of what you were designed to do, what would you do differently?
Sorry, what was if I was designed?
If you were to step into or closer to what your purpose is on this planet, what would you do differently?
That's a good question. I want to have a good answer for it.
Well, that's fine. That's the question for you, though, man. That's the question. As you explore that question, the pornography will go away.
Okay. Yes.
A man without a purpose or vision in life distracts himself with pleasure.
Yes,
and
it's easy.
Because it's easy. Okay, instead of going and doing the hard thing or having courage to go, to work hard at something or to build my own thing or to whatever it is, I'm going to feel bad about myself because I'm not doing it the way that somebody else is, that I think it should be. And by the way, most of what we see on social media is not reality. You're going to need to fill that void with something like pornography or drugs or sex or alcohol or whatever that is.
Which is, I filled it with my hobbies now.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with hobbies, right? There are such things as healthy coping strategies, right? Things that are life-giving as opposed to soul-sucking, like pornography, in my opinion. Right?
Yeah.
But once you can step into and step closer to your purpose or towards that vision in your life, you won't want to look at pornography. And dude, by the way, you're so young. You're 21 years old.
I feel old, but yeah.
You feel old. Well, how does that make the rest of us feel? So, I mean, look, you're in a very normal conversation, and you're also at the stage in your life where it's like, okay, you can try many different things. Many different things.
Okay, so what if you're, I don't know, you're doing good things to fill that gap. So you're doing hobbies, you're meeting new people, you're talking to girls, you're trying to get on the dating scene, and you're working hard on something, but in the meantime you're still watching porn. So like you're still doing everything you can to fill that gap, but you're also still watching porn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a good question. I think you still got to do like the inner healing work of how did you find pornography in the first place? How were you first exposed? How did you get hooked to it? And then what's keeping you looking at it? All right. Is there any trauma, abuse, some sort of relational fracture that happened when you were young? Like what was going on when you found pornography or were given pornography? Why do you keep going back to it? And then what's the path out of it? That's actually, it's a really good question you asked, because I would say finding that purpose and stepping into it is also an incomplete solution, right? Just like behavior modification is an incomplete solution.
Yes.
You can have way more freedom from it by living into your purpose than you will with behavior modification alone. But until you really address the root of the issue, like you talked about, you feel like there's something, essentially what I heard is there's shame, like I won't be loved, I won't be wanted.
Yeah.
Right? And so finding the core of that, when that started for you, I mean, that's where the healing work is for you. Did you, you don't have to be specific, but did you have any trauma or anything like that happen when you were young?
Yeah, I don't really go into it much, but yeah, it wasn't, some stuff happened.
Yeah, got it. So connecting the dots on that, whatever that is, and if it coincided with when you started watching pornography, or maybe you used pornography to escape the feelings of whatever happened, right? There's probably some sort of threads there that may not seem obvious right now, but as you can connect those dots, you can kind of say, okay, well, this is why I'm looking at pornography. It's not just because I'm a lonely pervert. You didn't say that, but it's not just because I'm lonely or perverted. It's because there's some part of me that's longing for connection, and connection with another person is really good.
It is, yeah. It's actually crucial for a human.
It's crucial. It's required, right? And pornography gives us a false sense of intimacy and connection.
It does,
So,
yeah. What about? I used to have Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was just going to say, there's probably something there with your story in your childhood that
definitely
got you there and kept you there.
Yes. Yeah, as well as that loneliness and the gap. I think another way I used to see it was, now I realise it's bad, but before I saw it bad, I saw it no different to watching a film or listening to music. It's just watching a video is how I used to sort of view it. It's just doing something I enjoy doing, effectively.
Yeah.
That's how I used to view it. What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, well, I think it's much more than just watching a video. You got to look at, how do you view people? How do you view human beings? Do you view human beings as fully dignified people that should be given dignity and honor and respect? Or do you view people as objects for your consumption, in this context, to consume for your sexual pleasure?
Yeah, no, definitely the first one.
Yeah. And so that, I mean, any reasonably sane and loving person would say the first one is the better standard to try to live into, right? Nobody's perfect, but if we have that orientation, we're not going to then want to go demean, objectify, and use other people on a screen just so we can selfishly get off, right? A guest earlier said it's just a means to an end, and that was very revealing about his whole thought process. I'm not condemning that guy. I have compassion for anybody who's been in that situation.
Yeah, same with me.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, when that's it, when you really reveal what's going on in the depths of your heart, it's, I just want to get off, and that's all that matters to me. It's like, okay, well, you got to look at that. So I will do anything to achieve that because it's just a means to an end. So when it's framed that way, which anybody who struggled with pornography has some of that, right? I certainly did. I will do anything so that I can go feel good in this moment. If I need to go watch pornography, use other women, cheat on my wife, whatever it is, I want what I want right now and I deserve this. I'm entitled to it. Right? And that's why, again, from my perspective, you can't have a little bit of pornography.
No.
Because a little bit of cancer will still kill you.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
So
what's the word? It's the principle, isn't it?
yeah. So it I think it requires a complete reorientation. How do I view people? If I'm viewing people as fully dignified human beings that should be treated with dignity, honor, and respect, I shouldn't want to go objectify them or use them in my private life or in my public life.
Yes. Yeah, that's a really good point.
Aim Dog said, "Can I just say my hubby went through 4 therapists and you shed more light than any of the 4 of them did." Yeah. Look, there's nothing more expensive than bad or cheap therapy. And this is not an endorsement for me. I'm honored that you'd say something like that. But there are so yeah, thank you. There's so many mental health providers out there who will just take your money and waste your time and not get you anywhere. And by the way, there's a ton of coaches that will do that as well. Okay? But with this issue, I think what I just described there with how you view people, there has to be some sort of exploration about how you view people, or else you're not going to get very far. It's all a house of cards.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm a coach. I do one-on-one coaching as well as group coaching with individuals and couples who are wanting to break free from this.
Do you do different subjects as well? On mental health, like live streams? Or is
Do I
it
do
just-
different? Wait, say that again?
Yeah, so like do you do sort of like different live streams similar to this but a different subject? but
I
mental health
don't.
related?
I don't. I mean, this question is so. I mean, you've been watching me for a while here today. I know. I saw you in the comments. It's like this basically covers every topic when you start with this question.
It does actually, yeah, because look what we've led to.
Exactly, right? So very seldom do I play around with different questions because I don't know. I like this question, and it's interesting to get deep into what somebody's thinking when you start talking about porn and sex and relationships. So
Yeah, it is, yeah. Especially because a lot of people might not be that open if you've started it with, why do you feel sad or why this and that. This is like a door in.
totally, yeah. That's actually I never thought of a question like that. Why do you feel sad or why do you feel lonely? Something like that. I don't know, man. Good idea. Maybe I'll try with that. All right, what else, man?
So you've been really helpful.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think that's everything. But I just want to say, if anyone else in the comments is also sort of relating to me, there's definitely a way out, and I will find that way out. And thank you for your help and your motivation, I suppose.
Totally, man. I got it. Read this book. It'll be very helpful for you. Okay.
Unwanted. Okay. Is there a link? Actually, I'll just Google it. It's fine.
Yeah, Google it. There's a link in my bio on the resources page. Yeah, Unwanted by Jay Stringer.
What's the book? Sorry, what is it? roughly?
Unwanted by Jay Stringer.
Oh, Unwanted. Okay. Yes, I'll get into that.
Yeah. All right, nice chatting with you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
You got it. Bye-bye. Callie, I'm going to bring you on, then I'm going to take off. Hey, what's going on? Callie, you there? Callie. Callie. Callie.
Oh.
You guys there?
Shit.
She wasn't ready for that. No problem. All right, guys, I'm getting off. Great being with y'all today. Stop watching porn and start taking a stand for yourself. If Ava inspired you to leave your partner, I wouldn't tell you you're wrong for doing that. All right? No problem, Adam. I wouldn't tell you you're wrong. Why? The question that I like to ask, I don't like telling people what to do. If you're with somebody who's watching porn, I would ask you the question, why haven't you left? Why are you still there? Because there is an answer to that question. And answering that question will tell you everything you need to know. So Ava, I think she was banned earlier. The approach, I don't think is winsome necessarily, in my perspective. She can do it however she wants to, but helping people come to an awareness of why they haven't left, in my point of view, is more insightful and helpful than telling somebody what they should do. So instead, being curious and compassionate with the person it's the approach that I like to take. But I'm just a guy that talks about porn on the internet and helps many people with it. So what do I know? Maybe I know a lot. I don't know. All right, guys, great being with you. You should see me before Christmas. Actually, you might not. I got my groups tomorrow night. I should go on tomorrow night after my group. So about 9:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 11:30 Eastern. And we'll do it again then. But if not, have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah. Anybody who wrapped up Hanukkah last night and anything else I'm missing, I hope you guys doing well. All right, great being with you all. Make it a great day or not. The choice is always yours. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.